Yes, yes. Very true, very true. You're trying to concentrate and do the professional intro.
Sorry, yeah, professional
Gosh,
intro.
God.
Sorry, yeah, it's our last one, so it's got to be professional as well.
That's
so
right.
Fucking
Very,
get on with
very
it.
true, very true. Yes, yes, everybody, and welcome to High on Homegrown, the Cannabis podcast from Percy'sGrowroom.com. I am Macky from the UK, and joining us this week we have Margaret.
Hello, everyone. It's Margaret coming at you from a winter wonderland. And I know I sound super excited about it, but I'm not really. But listen to Bite Me the Show about edibles. It'll be good for you.
Just like that, yeah.
Cough, cough from
Yeah.
from someone there.
Yeah, we also have Billy. What's up, Billy?
Hello, good evening, and bollocks. Anyone remember
Perfect.
Roger Melly?
No.
Nobody does.
No, Roger Melly, the man on telly. He was from Viz magazine. He was a TV presenter, and like he was quite a sweary one. And that was when he used to introduce blankety blank. That's what he'd say. Hello, good evening, and bollocks.
Good night.
Yeah,
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you for that, John. Billy. No, just John, what are you saying? You're here.
I am here for a minute. Maybe I'm gone now again. Nope. I'm
No,
here.
can you hear
I'm
us?
here.
What
No,
happened?
he's still there.
It's my I don't know. I gotta fix my one microphone. So
Yeah, it sounds like you're on a different
keep going.
microphone right now.
It is cold here. I am. I'm on my AirPods right now because my other one took a shit on me or something here.
Oh,
It does sound different.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in a tin room or something.
Yes, it's terrible. We're gonna fix it. Let's see that. How about now?
Oh look,
that's
sounds
better.
Now? No.
Yeah, no,
No?
it's better. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You can hear me now. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's working good.
Nice.
Yay.
So there we go. Nice professional intro, everybody. John's been
beautiful.
telling us before the show how fucking freezing it is for him. You tell everybody how cold it is for you, John.
-4, everybody, for you Celsius people.
That's right, Celsius, not these freedom units that John lives under, but
Freedom units is
-4.
25, sir.
Jesus.
25.
I
That
still
sounds better.
maintain -4 is not cold. It's
It
chilled.
isn't. But for everybody
It's
else,
fucking actually freezing. That's what -4 is.
we're
Actually
Yeah, but
we're in
it's
the
freezing.
like-
north, Margaret.
But relatively speaking, it's not that cold. I was standing outside today.
Oh my god.
Like-
Relative to what? Death?
Relative. No. I
maybe
mean,
the Antarctic,
-30. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
an igloo where the Inuits live. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you're saying because you're
Mhm.
Canadian.
Mhm.
That's where. That's
Hold
where you
on for a
pull your
second.
reference
Hold
from.
on for a second. Did Margaret just say -35?
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold.
Yeah.
Does that even happen on Earth?
Yes,
Yes.
of course it does.
Does-
Don't worry.
It
Come
happens in
January, it'll be like
Canada.
-40, bro.
It probably happens
Oh.
in Minnesota too. That's why
Yeah. Oh,
John
yes,
and I
it does.
understand each other when it comes to all this weather stuff.
That's when you
Listen.
go outside and your eyelids freeze, isn't it? You have to
Oh,
put
God,
glasses
yeah.
on and shit.
Have you ever
So
seen
let's-
the videos of people putting their wet hair upside down outside and letting it freeze?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you let me
yeah,
down
yeah,
there,
yeah,
Margaret.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like, you ever seen them videos where the people get their eyelids frozen off? So you need to send me the links. But no, let me down. People hang upside down with their frozen hair. I don't care about that. I
Yeah.
want to see eyelids getting frozen off. That's what I want to see.
Well, it's like
That
kind of
happens.
it's kind of the same thing. It's freezing hair.
Kind of, yes.
Gosh, man. Oh.
What the fuck?
It's always
Yes,
so
John,
mild here
your
in the
mic is
UK.
still working.
Remember
perfect.
throughout the summertime, we're like, oh, it's so warm, it's 26 degrees, and you're like, ha, that's nothing. And then it's so cold, we're on 4 degrees C, and it's like, that's not nothing. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about Canada and probably Minnesota again is that
Yeah.
it'll be 40 degrees plus in the summer and then swing down to -40 in the winter.
Crazy.
It can do that in the spring. It
Well,
can go
true.
from -40 to 40 plus in one day.
That is also
That
true.
will happen.
Yeah.
However, another thing I was going to say is that, so take it into consideration, Alaska is the furthest north state, which, Canada style, right? North is shit. They have warmer days than like I do in Minnesota sometimes in the winter.
Do they?
Yes.
Why?
I have
Climate-
no idea.
climate
Probably
change.
because it's kind of touched.
Okay. Right, with that, I think we covered the cannabis weather there. Everybody, you know how fucking cold it
Mhm.
is in places. Beautiful.
Well, it's
Harvest.
It is so cold that today, while I was standing outside, I picked up a snow bunting on my Merlin Bird ID app, which is why I was standing outside in
Oh,
the first
How the
place.
fuck did it get so cold so quickly?
Well, it's November.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Bro,
like
we live in the north.
This is the trajectory. And now
ours
it's
has
also
like
dark
mildly changed a few degrees every week, slowly bringing us into the mild weather that we have now. I say mild. Before the show, I was saying freezing, but after hearing the story from you guys, I'm going to say mild. This sounds so bad. You know, we're on 12 degrees C right now, and it's raining. That's fine.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
That's
balmy.
fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
T-shirt weather, that is.
It is.
Especially for a Geordie at a football match.
Gosh.
My brother's still wearing shorts, man.
It's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
them,
There's
is he?
always one
One of
guy
them.
wearing shorts when it's
Yeah.
minus whatever. It
Yep.
could be minus 40 and there'll be somebody in shorts.
Definitely my brother.
It's one of them. Anyway, so for the cannabis news today, we're going to be covering a few stories. We have man 72 got his life back thanks to medical cannabis. A good story about cannabis we managed to find here. So we're going to cover that one. We also have Billy telling us about the UK medical cannabis industry could unlock over 5 billion British pounds sterling per year. New report finds. Margaret's coming at us with some edibles / beverage news. We got drinking cannabis beverages reduces alcohol use and improves sleep, stress, and mood. New study shows. Look at that. That's another good one. And then from John, we have Virginia's newly elected governor supports legalizing recreational marijuana sales, and Maryland government task force recommends multi-phase approach to legalizing psychedelics. Is that like all good news stories? We're on 100% good news story. Well, I suppose Billy's one is a bit
kind of like it.
yeah. Billy's one is in the middle. It's not good nor bad. It's just informing us of something.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that counts then as being pretty much all good news stories. if
Yeah, I
we
would
wanna
say
be
so.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
It's a nice way to finish this show at 9 o'clock. Because remember, everybody, next week for the live stream, we're going 3 hours earlier. All right. So that's going to be 6 o'clock. Well, we'll cover that more in the news when we get to the forum news. But yeah, next week we're going to be starting at an earlier time to see how that feels for everybody. But it's looking as if most people in the poll we have in the chat, that's 85% of people say that it's they either don't mind or it's going to be better for them. So that's cool. That's cool. Unfortunately, there's got 15% so far say that it's not going to be good for them. They can't meet us on the live stream anymore, which is a bit shit. But it's the way it has to be for a while. Yeah.
Switch your time schedule up, okay?
That's right. Get up earlier. That's right.
I suspect
right.
that's the Australians, and they're already getting
Yeah.
up pretty early to be here as it is.
They
Yeah,
are.
Viking,
They are.
Viking
much
gets
more
up
can we
6
ask of
a.m.
them?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like stay up late, get up early. Which one you going to do? Let us know in the
Yeah.
chat. Yeah, so interesting news articles there, and we got some forum news to cover as well. Yeah, that's it, really. Yeah. So, are we ready for the news already? It can't be there already. What are you smoking on? What are we smoking on?
Told everyone what you're smoking on, mate. Fuck, you know.
I got the
Can't
forgotten
beat
strawberries
Cannabis Show.
in the Mighty. I got one of my beverages, you know, them OJ beers I used to drink. This is the first beer I've drank for like 2 months. In 2 months since
OJ
I had a
beers.
beer. Yeah, that 8%
Okay.
beer.
What's the
So-
8%
Your
beer?
wife to avoid the bathroom
OJ.
for the next
OJ.
few hours.
That's right. That's right. If the
Does it
gloves
wear a
don't
white
fit,
glove?
you must have quit. I mean, and also I've got some nice whiskey here for after my beverage. I've got some 12-year-old
Whiskey chaser, eh?
Glenfiddich, beautiful whiskey, very nice, very nice.
Getting after it.
So, and yeah, smoking on the forgotten strawberry. What you got, Billy?
I've got some nice Barney's Farm stuff. I've forgotten what it is now. It's gone out of my brain. Not Jorge's
Nice.
Ventus one. It's
Amnesia.
yeah, the Mexican one from
Do-si-do.
oh no, it's the something gold. Acapulco Gold.
Acapulco,
right.
yeah.
Old
yeah,
school.
there you go.
Damn.
Yeah. that
Acapulco
sounds-
Gold, yeah.
That sounds
Classic.
amazing.
Yeah, it is actually one of my faves out of all the Barneys I've grown, really, to be honest. So yeah, it's
Sweet,
nice.
man.
It's good.
Good stuff.
What you got,
Also,
John?
I,
Oh, you still got more? Okay.
Yeah, well, not more, but I had a yogurt for pudding, and someone dropped mushrooms in it. Don't know.
Oh
how.
my gosh!
Oh,
You had one of
no.
those
Yeah.
moldy yogurts, did you?
Yeah, I had a mouldy mushroom yogurt, mate. As it's the last show at 9, I thought I should have a mouldy
Oh.
mushroom yogurt to celebrate.
Yeah. How much mushroom fell
Only a
in it?
gram.
Only a gram of penis
Only a gram of-
NV6.
yeah,
Only a
gram
gram.
of-
Okay.
only, yeah.
That would
Okay.
put me in the bed, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
As it
Wow.
would most
Seriously.
people.
We better get. How long ago did you eat that?
About half hour now.
Oh, right. So
Oh,
it's already
boy.
kicking in by now. Okay.
He's hitting it.
You better
Let's
have
go.
him do his news story first.
Starting
Yeah.
to
Well,
drip.
well,
Let's
second,
start with Billy.
because John's
Second,
got two
okay.
news stories. So John needs to do one, then Billy will go next. That sounds like a plan.
All
Oh,
right. If you
okay.
wait too long, he won't be able to read it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just warning you.
Well, good luck, Billy. Good luck.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you got, John? What are you smoking? You got some
I
shrooms
have
too?
No idea. No shrooms. I do have a little splash of some Maker's Mark here with the Wixie. And then
Nice.
I got I don't know what this is, man. My brother gave it to me from one of the local dispensaries. Well, not really local, but yeah. And
As long as it's not a
good.
soggy biscuit, it'd be all right then, wouldn't it?
No, it kind of reminds me of my banana cake that I grow. So it's close to that for sure.
Because you know what brothers are like. Brothers like playing practical jokes. You don't know what you're
Yeah.
stuck in it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Well, so what's Margaret got?
Look out.
A beverage, I assume?
No beverage today, unfortunately.
Today.
I know. I need
Boo.
to
What the
stock
heck?
up. I know. I did make some gummies today, though. So.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
What kind? What kind though? What'd you
Like
do?
grape worms. I made worms.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy. Potent,
Yeah.
not potent. What are we talking here?
Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask what's potent or not, but they're about 15,
Well, this is
15
true.
milligrams.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
know,
a
it's
good.
a nice
That's a good one.
buzz.
I don't think she'd go around advertising that she's got potent worms to people because they may
That's
not
right.
understand.
They
Yeah,
would. Most
I've
people
got
know
some
well
worms.
enough.
They're really
Yeah.
potent. Like, wow. Overshare, Margaret.
If they said, "Yeah, I can smell them from here," then like she'd might get embarrassed. So
That's all right. That's all right.
Anyway. Okay, then,
Anyway, we'll
everybody.
quickly move on to John.
That's what we're all smoking on. Oh, John's already said his.
Did he?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
no.
Oh, no! Here
He's
we are.
already fucking starting off. Oh, my
We-
gosh.
It's
Should
gonna
we
be
do
one of
the-
those days.
Do the short
about
one
Margaret?
first. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, Margaret
No.
got her have a go.
Margaret's. No, Margaret said what she had.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sure?
Remember, because we
said
did the whole
yes.
thing worms. You know the whole
Oh, yeah.
worms thing? Yeah, edible worms.
Holy
Jesus. Hold tight, Billy.
Wow.
It's only been a half
Everybody
hour.
spam Billy with some psychedelic looking pictures.
And speaking of psychedelics, let's go to the news and talk about that. Pow!
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what we're gonna start with today. Okay.
Segue.
Seems appropriate.
Okay.
Segue,
Yeah,
that
let's start out with that. Okay. So, Maryland Government Task Force recommends multi-phase approach to legalizing psychedelics, starting with psilocybin. Oh, these are beautiful pictures. Are you showing these?
Yeah,
Look at
they're
that.
on the screen. There we go. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's so sexy. Look at it.
Oh, what's the root on the right? I mean, we got psilocybin mushrooms, then we got cactus, probably peyote. What's that on the right? What is that? Some
Yeah.
kind of vine?
I
Ayahuasca
don't-
vine, maybe?
Yeah, I wonder if it's there.
Maybe.
I would say that's ayahuasca. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if they tell us. The Maryland Government Psychedelic Task Force has released a final report to state lawmakers recommending a phased implementation of a wide range of reforms to provide legal therapeutic access to substances such as psilocybin, while eventually creating a regulatory pathway for broader commercial sales. About 4 months after issuing an interim report, the Maryland Task Force on Responsible Use of Natural Psychedelic Substances advised that it's ultimately recommending a multi-pathway framework for safe, broad, and equitable access to natural psychedelic substances, with an initial focus on psilocybin. The Psychedelics Task Force was formed following Governor Wes Moore's signing of a pair of bills into law in May of last year. The 17-person body overseen by the Maryland Cannabis Administration, the MCA, is charged with studying how to ensure broad, equitable, and affordable access to psychedelic substances in the state. Okay, does anybody feel like they should have made a whole nother administration for this?
Like it shouldn't be under the cannabis banner.
Yeah, I don't think it should
yeah,
be under
that's-
the
yeah, that's a
cannabis
good
banner,
point, yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
conflict of
yeah.
interest, isn't it?
I mean, I can kind of understand, like they've kind of got a handle on it already, but like, I still think it should be under something else, maybe. Anyway,
I don't know. I would think that maybe a lot of these people, if you're involved in that kind of thing, maybe you got shares or you work in a company that is also involved with cannabis, and then to have psilocybin legalized would be a little indent in their market. I wouldn't say it was much, but it might have an effect. So maybe that's what I mean by conflict of interest, you know. But anyway, yes.
Okay, let's continue. This report represents an unprecedented collaborative effort drawing on Maryland's legacy and leadership in psychedelic science. Andrew Coop, chair of the task force.
That wasn't even a difficult one. I give you 3 out of 10 for that.
Listen, calm down.
Fucking hell.
3. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Wait, I figured this one was going to be like this, to be honest with you. I was waiting for bigger names than that. So anyways, he's a professor at the University of Maryland
you mean like
School of
Cooper?
Pharmacy.
You know?
Yeah, Cooper. Or John.
Yeah,
I mean, John, Juan, I don't know. So anyways, he said in a press release, our goal has been to provide evidence-based recommendations that prioritize public health, patient safety, equity, and scientific integrity. The multi-step regulatory framework that members have recommended involves phased implementation of complementary elements from medical therapeutic use and supervised adult use to deprioritization and commercial sales. What? Deprioritization?
Yeah.
What? Okay. The reports, I'm just wondering why that's in there. The report says this model broadly and inclusively serves the needs of Maryland's diverse population while enabling unified safety standards, accountability, and viable economic pathways for small businesses. The first phase of the plan would be to create an advisory board to establish safety parameters, data monitoring, practice guidelines, licensing protections, public education campaigns, training for facilitators, law enforcement, and testing facilities, as well as immediate restorative justice measures, the report states. So is that like knocking everybody, taking away their charges and what have you? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, expungement.
I would
Like
imagine.
like an
that,
expungement. Yeah. Kind of sounds like it. So under phase 2, the state would implement deprioritization measures to mitigate the harms of criminalization, provide for supervised medical and adult use consumption facilities, allow personal cultivation for permitted individuals, and promote research processes. Dicks, they're already saying you can't grow it on your own unless you're permitted?
Yeah. I don't like
That's
that.
no bueno. I don't like that at all either. And what? Medical and adult use consumption facilities? So
Yeah,
like
I wonder
lounges,
if
maybe?
are they gonna push more towards like the therapeutic side where you have to like take it under some kind of
Ah.
Yeah.
clinical, which I
There
feel
you
like kind of
go.
like ruins it a bit. I
A
don't
little
know.
bit, yeah.
Because it's so fucking
Yeah.
expensive. Like you don't just go sit with a therapist or whatever facilitator.
No, but I think, I
Oh,
don't know.
seriously though, like
Yeah,
those
yeah,
clinics
yeah.
will charge you thousands of dollars for that kind of
Yeah.
like treatment or whatever.
But maybe in some situations, especially for people who are not experienced with psychedelics, having it in a controlled environment like that might be a good option, even if it's recreational. If somebody
Right.
starts smashing 3 grams thinking that it's all good, so it's just 3 grams, but 3 grams is quite a hefty dose. So they'll be fucked up.
Yahoo.
And maybe a guided experience for the first couple of times, maybe that would be the best way to do it. I don't know.
There you go.
If that
I
was
just
the
think-
case, I would never have done mushrooms because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it. And to do that kind of thing, that's gonna. I mean, you got to pay for the mushrooms themselves, and then whatever fee, a few hours.
The mushrooms
in
are the
a room.
cheap part. You pay like $20 for
Yeah.
the mushrooms, then they're like, well, and that's $3,000 for your guided sessions and your integration and all your. I'm not saying there isn't a place for it, but if they eliminate all the other access, then what
Right.
about the rest of us?
Right.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say
Gross.
it was the best way to go. Just say maybe that's one of the ideas that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's the old
Maybe.
shaman route as well, because shaman used to do guided trips.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
that,
say,
didn't
like,
they?
what are they gonna have, a swami like in there and just like chilling?
Yeah.
I'm
But
like,
they
"Oh,
do,
my
yeah.
Like
journey."
Margaret said, that cost a fortune. Have
Yeah.
a swami in there for the trip. It cost a
Yeah.
fortune.
Holy.
Just do 1 gram at a time and figure out your dosage.
Yep. And
There you go.
relax. Even
No, you
start
don't.
0.5, okay? You should start
Just
there, maybe even.
Watch a couple Terrence McKenna videos, pop your mushrooms, you'll be fine.
There you go, boom. Safety
Anyway, where were
first.
we on this?
So finally, phase 3 would be contingent on the demonstrated safety outcomes and provider confidence based on the prior steps. Should those factors be satisfied, the last phase would lead to a commercial sales program for adults who maintain an active license to use natural psychedelic substances, coupled with an evaluation of the state's readiness for expanding to additional natural psychedelic substances. Safety and oversight measures ensure responsible and gradual expansion of access while maintaining capacity to identify and respond to emerging issues swiftly. The report says this approach plans for long-term learning and improvement, starting small, utilizing built-in evaluation and accountability mechanisms from the outset, gathering real-world data and committing to an iterative approach to policymaking. This is too much mumbo jumbo. Just let people have it. Notably, the task force said it does not support delaying state action pending future federal FDA approval. Let's skip over that part. Rather, the task force said the multi-phase approach to psychedelics reform establishes foundational systems that support all pathways equally, followed by a coordinated launch of medical supervised adult use and deprioritization pathways with commercial sales following once product safety systems are operational. The Maryland Task Force on Responsible Use of Natural Psychedelic Substances has developed a groundbreaking ensemble system to serve the diverse needs of Maryland residents while maintaining rigorous safety and equity standards. This comprehensive framework is a significant departure from the traditional single pathway approach of other states and will establish Maryland as a national leader in evidence-based psychedelic policy reform. Members also said that the model envisioned could be used by other states to develop their own laws that adapt to their own circumstances and values. By prioritizing evidence over ideology, equity over exclusion, and flexibility over rigid adherence to single approaches, Maryland is positioned to demonstrate that thoughtful, comprehensive drug policies reform can enhance both individual well-being and community safety, the report says. The ensemble model stands as a testament to what becomes possible when policymakers engage earnestly with stakeholders, follow the evidence, and design systems that serve real human needs while acknowledging the complexities and unresolved tensions that require ongoing attention and development. At this point, the task force is only looking at psilocybin, mescaline, and DMT, while the legislature whoa. What?
Where's the
What more do you
acid,
want?
man? LSD.
Oh. Well,
Such an important one, man.
Well,
Damn.
I don't know. I mean,
Have you done
we'll
acid,
probably
John?
get to that. Yeah, oh, many times.
Oh, yeah. So you know it's an important one, man.
Well, I wasn't using it in the way that it would be important to me, to be honest with you. I drank way too much orange juice back in the 90s. Okay.
Okay.
And
right.
ate way too much McDonald's in the morning. It was not good for me, bro. And I swear I met Bigfoot. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay. And I don't do it anymore. It was a bit much for me. But yeah, it was fun.
I suspect there's a
So-
reason. One of the reasons they don't choose it is because it's so long. Like if you're trying to do
Yeah.
mushrooms in a clinical setting and they're like, well, it's going to be 12 hours.
Yeah.
I
And you
mean,
still might be mashed after
Mhm.
that. Yeah. long.
that's a long
Right.
time.
I mean, depending on how much you take and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I mean, if
But
you're
the thing-
microdosing, it doesn't last that long though, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Like,
Yeah. But often if you're doing a therapeutic session, you're not doing microdoses.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, no.
I suppose.
Yeah, be fucked up on acid for a good 2 days, man. You know?
Yeah. For sure. Be like just out of it. Whew.
Mhm.
Whew. Okay, bringing
But
back
yeah.
too many memories.
Yeah, the story goes on for a bit, but that's essentially all of it, and it just pretty much saying that
Yeah,
they're looking at
yeah.
legalizing. It's so lucky. It's crazy to think that there's going to be countries out there that have psychedelics legalized before the UK even gets around to legalizing cannabis.
Hmm.
Crazy,
Also
man.
true.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. You think some of these places are like, well, if we can't get cannabis to go right away, we're gonna just see if we can get this to go.
Yeah, not this
Like
place.
maybe people don't think,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
right.
It's a bit shit, man.
All
What
right.
can you do? What can you do?
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens, I guess, with these
Indeed.
guys, you know?
That's all you can do. Just
Yeah.
well, I
Yeah.
suppose
Yeah,
you,
for
you
sure.
can get out there and protest, but you'll get arrested and thrown in prison for that nowadays in the UK as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
now we're talking about the UK. Let's segue smoothly into the what's going on with the UK cannabis industry. Billy, if you're still with us.
Yeah, I'm still just with you, I think. Somewhere. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
¿Qué pasa? Oh, shit.
This is where you have to attempt to read.
Oh, this is where I have to continue
Yeah.
to read, is it? Oh, right. Sorry.
What
mate.
do you mean continue to? Have you been practicing?
Oh,
You know?
yeah. In my own head, I have, I think. Right.
Right, I've got this. Got this.
I've
Let's
got
go.
it. That's it. I'm just glad there's no like weird names in this one. Nice.
Are
and
we
easy.
sure?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
sure.
I think so. Well,
Okay.
I've not read through it, so I'm just guessing because it's English.
Yeah, fingers
yeah.
crossed for you, Billy.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Let's go. So the UK cannabis industry could be worth more than 5 billion a year. So
Holy.
yep, and save the National Health Service, they reckon, in billions in health care costs, according to the new report that highlights how the sector remains largely untapped 7 years after legalization. Which it would, isn't it? I mean, I like the headline because if it's earning 5 billion from the sale of cannabis, then all the people who are then using cannabis are not going to need to use the National Health Service as much. So then it'd probably save the health service again another couple of billion in, or maybe 5 billion on top. So it could be like 10 million pound.
Yeah,
sort of like 5 in savings.
in unrealized savings and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So it's important that we sort of go forward. And this is also published by the All Party Parliamentary Group, the APPG, which is basically all the parties put in representatives who represent them to it, and then anything that comes out, if like all the parties sort of already agree to it, because that's what it's sort of about. If you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
So all the parties are saying we agree on this. So if a bill got put through by the APPG, it normally gets passed because it's gone through the rigmarole of the parties. And
like the Greens, the Lib Dems, Labour, Tories.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, all the main. I think you have to have so many seats to be part of the APPG, but I think even like the ones like even Reform may even have a panel member. If you know what I mean.
Right.
And they've only got 5 or something. So yeah, it's important. This is in a way. So the findings highlight the end for an urgent change to unlock the potential of obviously the UK medical cannabis sector and ensure more patients have access to potentially life-saving medical cannabis products. Well, we already know that, but this is aiming at people that don't realise that they are life-saving products. So the report recommendations for government November 2025 warns that 7 years after legalization, the industry remains severely restricted by complex regulation and cautious guidance, despite medical cannabis being safe, effective, and proven to transform lives for patients with chronic pain, anxiety, epilepsy, and multiple sclerosis. So, as they're saying, like we've already come to terms that it works, it's safe and effective, and it's proved. Yeah. So, like, why isn't shit changing? Basically, this is what they're saying. Cannabis was legalized in the UK for medical purposes on the 1st of November 2018. So now we're sort of like in the second week of November. It is literally 7 years and a week since they legalized it, and
crazy to think it's been that
still
long.
no one can really get it on the NHS. It's even children, like with epilepsy, it's been known and proved. It's just diabolical, isn't it? That
it is.
people
It's so
are still
bad.
fighting.
So bad.
And privately, if you got the money, you can go and buy what the fuck you want, sort of thing.
Right.
So, like it says, there have just been 6 full spectrum cannabis prescriptions on the NHS. Like that's like 1 a year. They're almost averaging. That's dreadful.
That's
it's
crazy.
Like, what? That's 1 a year.
And what do those people have? You know that they were allowed to get it. Like, why are they picking only this?
I really don't know. To be honest, I think it's partially down to the doctor as well, who's willing to put his name to the fact that he's to do it,
or her name.
Or her name,
Yep, or her
sorry.
name,
Or they, them name.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? It's partially the doctors, but also obviously the government and the regulators for not saying you're not going to get in no trouble and you're still going to keep all your sponsorship. Pharmaceuticals will still send you on holiday on their yachts with
Okay.
their
Allegedly.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, allegedly. Even though there's never any cocaine and hookers on them yachts, allegedly.
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 I mean,
So
why would you go
basically-
otherwise? Fucking hell.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Fucking hell. Anyway, it says if they reckon a further 2 or 3 million people, probably about 3 to 4% of the population, may benefit from cannabis prescription. I think that's a low percentage. I would say
Yeah.
it's closer to 15%.
Yeah, I
You
was
know what I
going
mean?
to say 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'd say 100% because if you was having like a microscopic dose of oils and for your endocannabinoid system, you'd be most of us would be cancer free and shit. And it'd only be the extreme
Bro,
ones that
I mean, look
really
at it like
fight through.
100%
But
because
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
you will be spending less money on NHS, less money on policing the legalization of cannabis. So that would be saving money for the taxpayer, which is 100% of the population, the adult population.
Yeah, literally everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Logic.
They say this figure may seem higher than the 3 or 4%. No, that's just fucking low, you dog munchers. Anyway, but there are significant numbers of people in potential need of medical cannabis. Obviously, especially people with epilepsy, MS, people with mental health disorders, like me, such as anxiety, and those suffering with any kind of chronic pain. Again, like me, it's like the man. It helps when I've run out, like, and not been smoking so much. I think, oh fuck yeah. I realise how much pain I'm in now. You forget when you bend over and or pick something up. You're like, oh fuck, that actually does hurt. Shit.
Yeah.
Right. So there's potentially many people who would benefit from it and who have not wished to criminalise themselves by buying the product on the black market as well. There's so many people out there, especially old people who have just like, oh, it's legal now, I can get it, and blam, they're on it. How many old people in the US and Canada as well, Margaret? Now they're like the growing market, aren't they, out there? Especially for edibles and shit. It's I'm glad I got at least I got acknowledged there. Thank you, Margaret.
You're welcome.
These people are taking up as much as NH resources as they can, if you know what I mean, in pills, in time, appointments, like, if you know what I mean, all the other resources are the clinical time and hospital beds also, which require formal and informal care as well. The benefit support around it. So if I mean the people supporting them around them, so like say people who need to drive you to and from and taking time off of work and to help them to go to doctor's appointments. If that all stopped, then you know what I mean. There's so that person might have to take the day off work. So there's more productivity in that workplace, which then creates more tax money, and it's like a big knock-on effect. And that's what they're saying, that the health and the economic benefit of helping these people is potentially immense, which is it's like if it's just it's like, again, it's 5 billion for each almost place. So 5 billion in savings, 5 billion in actual making money, and then 5 billions in productivity. You know what I mean? So we're talking, it could be like 15 billion pound on the English economy straight away. It's like what? And it probably would work like that as well, because we know because we ain't even choosing industrialization of it. That's definitely 5 billion, or even 10 times that amount, probably 50 or 100 billion, thousands of billion, in fact, if you include everything what it actually does.
Lots of,
which is why they don't want it. Yeah, because it is. Because what can't cannabis do? It can replace oil, it can replace plastic, it can replace paper, it build most of our houses and buildings. Like we still need steel and stuff, but like it can replace so much. It's like, whoa, how much money does it actually create and could bring? Yeah,
true story.
And is renewable.
That's not some conspiracy mad wank, is it? Or me being on mushrooms and tripping out, like it's actual true story, as Macky keeps fucking saying. The APG has put forward 8 recommendations, or key recommendations, as they call it, including establishing a central fund for children with drug-resistant epilepsy already prescribed cannabis, creating a national approval system for for pediatric epilepsy patients, and commissioning a new NICE guidelines that recognise cannabis as a botanical product rather than a conventional pharmaceutical. Yay, they're looking at actually doing the right thing.
Maybe.
Fucking surprised. Yeah,
Can somebody
maybe.
explain to me what drug resistant means? Because in my opinion, it just means that like that drug didn't work for you.
Yeah,
So was it
basically,
Advil?
yeah.
Was it
No,
Tylenol?
you have to try at
Was it-
least 2 drugs, and then it becomes
right,
intractable.
right. But I don't,
Yeah.
I don't believe it's. I don't want to clarify that as drug resistant though.
No, I
You know
know,
what I
but
mean?
it's just how they terminize it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's their terminology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, though. The report emphasizes that over 70 countries have now legalized medical cannabis frameworks, with the global market currently estimated at 16.5 billion. So it's already worth 16 billion around the world, and projected to exceed 55 billion by 2027.
70
it's like with-
countries. I didn't know it was that
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Jesus.
For
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 70. Yeah. The UK risks missing out this opportunity despite having world-leading experience in pharmaceuticals and medical science, and we was the first people to actually give a patent for its use as well. And we're still fucking behind the scale. Just not
Right.
the money people. They're in
I
front
wonder
of the
how
scale,
that ties together.
allegedly. Yeah,
Mhm.
stop there, Macky. Stop there.
Sorry, buddy.
Currently, around 75,000 people. She's like, I don't fancy swinging from a tree or waking up
You know
at the
what I
bottom
mean?
of the one with shotgun wounds. right?
Clinton
Yeah,
sided.
yeah,
Whoa,
exactly.
whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, allegedly.
Sorry, allegedly,
Allegedly.
mate. Allegedly. Come on. Trying to keep us safe on our last show.
That's right.
Yeah. Before we become family friendly. Right.
I'm sorry.
So, let's start that again. Currently, 75,000 people receive private prescriptions at the moment for medical cannabis. Around 300 quid a month, they reckon they're spending. Parents of epileptic children being forced up to £2,000 monthly. The report describes this situation as iniquitous and presumably not what Parliament intended when the law changed. So if you are paying we are paying like £1,000 to £2,000 a month, you're looking to have a £25,000 a year job before just to pay for the medication. Yeah, I mean, it's before rent.
You know how you
food,
could fix
everything
that
else.
though. If they were to legalize it, you could grow and make your own.
Oh yeah,
Now,
yeah. Or
now we're not spending
or they
$2
could give
grand
away
a
for
month.
free.
No, but
Yeah.
the thing is,
Like what the
because we've
NHS
had
was
these
meant to
moms
do.
on the show, haven't we? And they've explained that even if it was legal to grow their own, they wouldn't be able to do it because they're taking care of a disabled kid. But the weed has
You
to
need
be the same as well.
continuity. Yeah,
Yeah,
you need
continuity,
continuity in them.
yeah.
It don't have to be exactly the same, but you need continuity in the medicine.
So just growing shit, it will turn out different so much. You don't know if
Yeah.
one batch is going to work for the kid or the other one won't. You know, it's
That's the issue.
so they need consistency,
I
and they
suppose,
shouldn't
I
have
mean-
to. You shouldn't be paying this much. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Anyway, you want to wrap
So-
this one up, Billy? We're going a bit long with this one.
Yeah. So basically, there's calls for regulatory reform by the APPG to relook at it and start all again, as such. Not start again, but add a loader to it. Do actually what they say is fucking reply the recommendations, you bastards. But in kind format.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe in 5 years something will change, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. So when the next government come round, something may change.
Jesus.
But only
Oh,
because
my
they've been
goodness.
elected in, they need something cool to look at, and they need some money.
Mhm.
So
There you go.
yeah,
Well,
Okay.
let's see what happens there
Beautiful.
then. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
keep you informed,
Yeah.
of course, everybody. But let's talk about some
Mm.
drinking cannabis. And well done, by the way, there, Billy. You held in there very well.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well
very
done, sir.
impressed.
The,
If I
the
didn't
dragon
know, I
sitting
wouldn't
next to
know.
me helped a lot.
Yeah, he
spoke
got his
sense
finger
for a
underneath the
change.
words as you go
Yeah,
through them. You know?
exactly. Yeah, he did. Yeah, pointed out the big 3-syllable words and spelled them out
Okay.
phonetically for me.
Beautiful.
Okay.
At least that's what he said he was doing with his finger, anyway.
Anyway, let's talk
We'll
about
never
some cannabis beverages then, Margaret. Let's see what's going on
Yeah,
here.
so let's do that. Drinking cannabis beverages reduces alcohol use and improves sleep, stress, and mood. New study shows. This comes to us from Marijuana Moment. A new study of adults who drink cannabis-infused beverages has found more evidence of a substitution effects, with a significant majority of participants reporting reduced alcohol use after incorporating cannabinoid drinks into their routines. They also noted improvements in overall well-being and sleep, as well as reductions in pain, stress, depression, and anxiety. The
And
study on
headaches.
and headaches.
Yeah.
Is that anecdotal evidence that you're injecting into the
Yes.
article right now,
Yep.
John?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
excellent.
Yep.
Thank you for that. The analysis of self-reported survey data released on Wednesday by the research firm More Better, which was sponsored by more than a dozen hemp and marijuana brands, tracked consumer behavior and overall well-being among more than 3,000 participants who were given a supply of infused beverages from 1 to 20 products containing THC as well as other cannabinoids such as CBG, CBN, CBG, and CBD. How do I get into those studies? Because that sounds like a good one.
Like, yeah,
Like,
where's
I
the
would like to
sign up
be
sheets for this shit?
yeah. How do I get
Gotta
supplied
be able
with
to apply
infused
online
beverages?
somewhere, figure out which university is doing the study, and then get involved.
Yeah, never heard of this More Better, but I need to look into it.
Listen,
Um,
I really like the name of that firm. More Better.
yeah, me too.
Boy, would my English teacher would be pissed at me. More
Yeah, they
Better.
might be. There's no space between the two words either, so even
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Among the top takeaways is the apparent relationship between cannabis drink consumption and alcohol use. From the 22-day assessment, which involved daily and weekly questionnaires, participants reported an average of 12.7 percentage point decrease in daily alcohol use, down from 32.9% at baseline to 20.1%. It's a lot of numbers.
Yep.
There was
Calculating.
also a statistically significant effect on study product use on daily heavy alcohol consumption, the report says. Overall, the predicted probability of consuming a high amount of alcohol, 3 or more drinks, decreased from 38% in the no product phase to 25% during product use. So basically, if you're drinking a cannabis drink, you're going to drink less alcohol. That's, I guess, what they're basically saying.
Okay.
Overall, 72% of study respondents said they agreed or strongly agreed with the statement, I was consuming less alcohol while drinking the study product.
Did
So
I want to mention the name
72%
there?
of those
Okay.
people agreed with that statement. Another 54% said using the cannabis infused beverages led to a decrease or significant decrease in their desire or craving for alcohol. And 49% said they consider using the cannabinoid product they received as a regular replacement for alcohol.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's almost half.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Further, 76% of participant endorsements of the infused drink cited feeling less or significantly less intoxicated compared to alcohol. Maybe that's because it's a very different effect. But anyway, the survey also inquired about other metrics, with one data point showing statistically significant improvements in participants' sense of well-being after incorporating the cannabis drinks. The average well-being score being increasing by 23% by the end of the study.
Nice.
And this does continue on quite a bit. Well, a little bit, but basically people are drinking less. But I have to wonder, I mean, this was sponsored by cannabis companies, which,
Okay.
you know, it does.
Not biased at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah. Just, I mean, I think it's great, obviously, but if you're being supplied with cannabis drinks, doesn't that make it a lot easier than when you have to actually go out and buy them?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not as if it's a blind study, but they haven't had like a sample of people who are thinking they're getting a cannabis drink, but actually just getting a placebo. That would have been good to see what the reaction is. So is it just their mind saying, "Oh, I'm having this cannabis drink. I feel so much better. I don't need to." How much of the percentage is made up just by that? Because that has to be taken into account as well. I like to see proper studies, but this will do.
Yeah.
I just wonder, what would these numbers be if this study was sponsored by alcohol companies rather than cannabis companies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be different, but like I've seen a lot of this around lately. This talking point, right? Like it's almost everywhere. And like alcohol companies saying that, basically saying like, "Hey, we don't want you to be doing this," and therefore like removing, the part of the farm bill or whatever in the US that's that loophole that allows this to happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's probably companies
because
that don't like that.
it's dipping into their
Of
profit.
course
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's their whole thing is their profit motive. If they have that, they're nothing.
So and that's like the big companies that say that. But then if
Mhm.
you were to go into like your local bars and stuff and ask them, would you like to remove this? They'd go, no, because we got people coming in drinking it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, crazy. It's crazy what's happening with this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like the look of it. A couple of weeks ago, I had one of those CBD drinks,
Mhm.
which you can now buy here in the UK, and it was good. It was nice. It was just like a
Yeah.
normal drink.
Yeah, they are nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
mention there's a couple of sentences at the end of this article that says a survey released last month, for example, showed that 4 in 5 adults who drink cannabis infused beverages say they've reduced their alcohol intake, and more than a fifth have quit drinking alcohol altogether. So
Nice.
they sounds like that's a separate survey altogether. And then it also goes on to say this also comes at a time when younger Americans are increasingly using cannabis infused beverages as a substitute for alcohol, with 1 in 3 millennials and Gen Z workers choosing THC drinks over booze for after work activities like happy hours, according to a new poll of
Okay.
1,000 young professionals.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah. Yeah. That is pretty decent.
Mm.
Could
There's
I just like
also-
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
go on? I'd just like to add that there's a lot of independent sort of drink makers out there, like not just alcoholic ones, but sort of like other beverages. So it's like maybe some of them are getting involved a bit more.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because
Yep.
some of the beer companies are definitely getting involved in making cannabis
Yeah.
beverages now.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of independent brewery companies out there as well, especially in the UK, like little micro breweries
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
They're
It'll
everywhere.
be
in
interesting
the
to see
US,
how it
man.
works out.
Oh,
Because
same in
Yeah.
Canada.
I mean, I got this delicious whiskey here in this glass, just
I
smelling
do
it
love
like that.
a little
It's-
drink every once in a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for cannabis to because the
alcohol
alcohol
is
that makes
still,
it smell
like,
like that.
Super like
Mm.
like widely accepted
Yeah.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will take time.
Yeah.
And alcohol is probably never going to go away either. I mean,
No.
yeah.
Never
Nope.
say never. Yeah.
Well, we
Anyway.
just did.
That's right. And I did twice. So,
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
So let's go back to, I think this is from the UK, at least. A 72-year-old man got his life back thanks to medical cannabis. Steve Willis was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2020. There he is. That's Steve Willis on
that
the
guy.
got that orange
Fine
background.
looking man.
Nice. Look at that grandfather clock in the background on the back right there. Look at that. Delicious. Nice. A man who was diagnosed with Parkinson's 5 years ago said he has got his life back thanks to a prescription for medical cannabis. Steve Willis, 72, first spotted the warning signs of Parkinson's, including tremors, trouble swallowing, and check this one out, and micrographia, where his handwriting shrank dramatically in June 2020. Is that a sign of Parkinson's then? Just all of a sudden you realize you're writing really small? Micrographia? You see
Fuck
that?
knows.
Is that what that
Micrographia.
means?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, so check your handwriting, everybody, if it's getting smaller.
That's a sign of something bad.
Allegedly. Yeah, according to this.
Okay.
Of
Interesting.
Parkinson's. Anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, in June 2020, following his official diagnosis by NHS doctors, he was given levodopa, sounds like a fucking Harry Potter spell, a medication that transforms into dopamine in the brain to assist with the movements, which offered minimal improvements to his daily life. An unexpected experience with cannabis while holidaying in Jamaica. That shouldn't have been unexpected,
Right.
bro. You know what I mean? You should have been ready for that. In March this year, where the substance is decriminalized for personal consumption, prompted him to investigate the potential of obtaining medical cannabis back home in Britain. So this was last year. So it's been legal for fucking 6 years. This guy's been diagnosed
7.
with Parkinson's. No, but a year ago when he went on this holiday, it was
Right,
6
right,
years,
right,
right?
yeah.
So for this guy at that point, it had been legalized for 6 years in the UK. He's been diagnosed with Parkinson's, something where there's a lot of evidence to say that cannabis helps with the symptoms of Parkinson's disease. And his doctors give him this medication, but 6 years legalized, known for being good with Parkinson's. Nobody wants to mention this to the guy. He's got to go to Jamaica and then come back to the UK and inquire about how to get medical cannabis in the UK. He should have already been offered this.
Right.
He shouldn't have to by chance discover it in fucking Jamaica. He should be told by his doctor, this is what is available to you now. This is the problem with the medical system in the UK. They just are not making people aware of it, even people who would benefit from it and clearly have benefited from it. But we'll carry on in the story. Steve now receives a medical cannabis prescription through a private provider, Curaleaf Clinic, as the NHS lacks authorization to prescribe it for Parkinson's. And his wife, Meryl Willis, describes the transformation in his well-being as quite remarkable. And again, though the NHS can't send the prescription out there, the doctor can make you aware that cannabis is legally available as a medicine now. Just because the NHS won't give it to him doesn't mean that he shouldn't be able to know about it, you know?
So Parkinson's isn't on the list then in the UK. Is that what that's saying?
I'm not sure. I think it is.
Okay.
You would be able to get a prescription if you've got Parkinson's and message these private clinics saying that you have Parkinson's, you'll be able to get the cannabis from them.
Right. Okay.
They're not going to say no, you know, but you can't get it on the NHS, but nobody can get it on the NHS. Like Billy said earlier, there's like 6 people who can get cannabis on the NHS. Everybody else, the 25,000 people who are also using cannabis as medicine legally in the UK, all of the others, they have to go to a private clinic and pay for it. It's crazy.
Okay.
He has managed to return to his pastimes, including playing, walking, football.
What the hell's that?
Oh, walking football. Okay, that's football where you don't run. Okay. Chess.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Give me a shout out. We'll get a game on. And card games. All activities that were beyond his reach when his Parkinson's symptoms were at their worst. His wife, Meryl, 65. Oh, go on, son. Cradle snatcher, as they say. You know, it's just like 8 years younger than him. Told PA Real Life. He got his life back following his Parkinson's diagnosis and neurodegenerative condition that primarily targets dopamine-producing brain neurons and can trigger tremors, rigidity, and slowed movement alongside speech difficulties. In late 2020, Steve's world began to shrink as his symptoms worsened. That's lame as fuck. He required an electric wheelchair for mobility at home, and the pair, who have been wed for 6 years, adapted their property to accommodate his needs, including removing interior doors for improved access, fitting smart home technology for communication throughout the house, and even considering a lift installation to help Steve navigate their home more easily. So this guy, look, there he is in his chair, man. Fuck. It must be so shit. You know, to live your whole... I mean, it's not shit to live your life healthy, but you know, to get these kind of diagnoses in your later life and just start losing the ability to do things that you love, or just the ability to roam around your house as you normally would do every day. Crazy. Steve was forced to abandon pastimes like walking football, this was mentioned, and swimming, lost his ability to walk and suffered tremors that made everyday tasks challenging. And at this point, the doctor still hasn't thought, maybe I should suggest cannabis to this guy. Right. Steve's cognitive abilities remain intact internally. Merrill explained, though he sometimes struggles to process his thoughts and express them outwardly. But he's a bloke. I think we all have that issue sometimes. Steve from Northamptonshire said, I think about my thinking a lot. I mean, that's quite a deep statement, you know, just in itself. You know, he thinks about how you were able to think a specific way, and now you don't even have the ability to think properly anymore. God, savage, man, savage. Parkinson's, it's like being surrounded by a firewall. It's hard to be able to get. The couple had come to terms with this altered existence, but while on holiday in Jamaica to mark Merrill's 65th birthday, happy birthday, Merrill, in March, they discovered that cannabis had a remarkable impact on Steve's quality of life. Man, Steve, a hotel guest in Jamaica where cannabis is decriminalized for personal use, was offered the substance by another guest. I mean, take a hit of this, man. I'm terrible at accent, you know.
That was a good one. That was a pretty good accent.
I know it was quite a bit too far leaning Irish, I think.
Okay,
but it was close enough. I tried. The effort was there. I'm just trying to make you all, you know, be there in the scene, just setting the scene for everybody. Yeah, so
Yeah,
now you
well
imagine
well
yourself
done.
in the hotel.
I was
Thank you.
transported right to the
Th-
shores
That's
of
right.
Jamaica.
It's one of Margaret's murder
Yeah.
stories. That's right. You know. That channel's coming, everybody. Everybody stay on Margaret's case here. Make sure she makes that channel. Anyway, back to this.
Yep.
Although he had occasionally used cannabis recreationally in his younger years, he hadn't touched the Class B drug as classified under the UK's Misuse of Drugs Act 1971 since 1985. After using a vape pen to inhale vaporized cannabis, Steve noticed a significant difference. Steve said, 8 minutes later, I walked. That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Imagine that.
But you've seen
man.
that videos of that guy who's
Yeah,
done the same thing where he's sitting on the
mhm.
couch and he just instantly
Yeah.
stops shaking. Like, what?
It's incredible. That's incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Because it really does make
Yeah.
such a huge difference in your life.
Yeah.
Damn, look at this. Merrill continues here. Merrill added he didn't just walk because, butting into his conversation, as the wife is expected to do when you get to that kind of age. He
right.
stood on one leg and then stood on the other leg. I burst into tears, and the following day we went down to the beach, and he was jogging through the surf along the beach and got his life back. That's fucking crazy, man.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? She's like, I had the difficulty walking the next day. No, Merrill. Terrible Merrill.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. However, the cannabis Steve consumed in Jamaica was unregulated, provided by another guest rather than a licensed provider. They were unaware of its strength or if it contained any other substances. It worked though, Merrill, so it's all good, don't worry. Upon their return to the UK, Steve and Merrill sought a prescription for the drug, which had been legal for prescription by a specialised doctor since November 2018. However, they soon found out the NHS does not license it for Parkinson's treatment. The NHS has stated that very few people in England are likely to get an NHS prescription for medical cannabis. It's only considered when other treatments are proven unsuitable or ineffective, and is typically prescribed for those with rare severe forms of epilepsy, adults suffering from chemotherapy-induced vomiting and nausea, and individuals with muscle stiffness and spasms caused by multiple sclerosis. Not you, though, Steve. It's not for you,
not
bro.
Parkinson's.
You know what I
Are
mean?
there other like medications you can take for Parkinson's?
I would assume so. Yeah, I wouldn't know, but I would assume so. Let's get to the end of this.
We'll touch that in a minute.
Running a bit long again. But what can you do? However, it can be obtained privately through licensed providers such as Cureleaf Clinic, which Steve reached out to explore his options. It wasn't difficult, Merrill said about the process of obtaining the prescription through Cureleaf. Blah, 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 blah. As I said, this story goes on, but it doesn't surprise me. This is the thing with these medical cannabis prescriptions. You really just got to make a little bit of a convincing case. And they're not really going to sit there and be like, no, we don't really want another customer, so we're going to have to turn you away. It's not going to happen, is it? They're going to be like, oh, yeah, you want the medicine, what's your problem? Oh, you stubbed your toe, pain's not gone away? Okay, here's a prescription.
What are you in the
50
US?
quid. You know what I mean? Yeah, but allegedly, anyway, I'm sure I'm exaggerating, but it's going to be a lot like that. But shout out to Steve and Merrill. I mean, it's a good, happy story. I like to hear ones like this, where people have finally discovered just how beneficial cannabis can be to their lives. And it's just sad that they have to pay this ridiculous amount of money for it, and it won't be given on the NHS, regardless of how much of a difference it clearly makes in this man's life and his wife's life. You know? Yep. Shocking. Anyway, one more story then. We got one more story coming from Virginia. What's up? What's going on, John?
Oh, let's talk about that. As everybody in the U.S. knows, this last week we had a few elections happening.
That's right.
Yes.
So that's why this is coming out. So Virginia's newly elected governor supports legalizing recreational marijuana sales.
The best headline we've seen all day.
Yep. I mean, that was a pretty good headline that he just read about. Okay.
Well, it was, yeah.
No, but there's that. But this is hopefully potentially very good for I don't know, what do you call them? Virginia Knights? What are we calling you guys?
Virgins.
I don't know. Calm down, Billy Jesus.
It works. I mean, what else would you call them?
I just said Virginia Knights. I don't know.
Virginians.
Virginians.
Virginians?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, I like to add a little flair. Okay.
I think they're Virginians, but still.
Okay. So efforts to legalize adult use cannabis sales in Virginia got a boost on Tuesday with the election of Abigail Spanberger as the state's next governor. The Democrats supports the reform, unlike outgoing Governor Glenn Youngkin, who twice vetoed measures to enact it that were sent to his desk by the legislature. Boo, boo. Yeah, I didn't like that about this guy. Seriously, I've read that twice. Both times he did that, I heard about that, and I'm just like, that's a dick
So
move,
if he
man.
vetoed measures, that means it passed, right?
Yeah,
But then
it
he's just like,
passed.
no, fuck you.
Right. Yep.
Right,
He's like, no, I'm not
twice.
going to allow it. Yeah.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool.
So hopefully they'll push it through again, and this fine lady will let her buck. So Spanberger, excuse me, a former congresswoman, told Marijuana Moment ahead of the election that as Virginia takes steps toward creating a legalized retail market for cannabis, the Commonwealth needs a clear strategy to set up a market that is safe for consumers, transparent for businesses, and fair to entrepreneurs. She added that revenue from commercial cannabis products must return to Virginia communities and be reinvested for purposes like strengthening our public schools. I'm for that. Spanberger said she will work with leaders in the General Assembly to find a path forward that both prioritizes public safety and grows Virginia's economy, and that part of that is establishing a formalized legal emerging cannabis market. Use and possession of marijuana has been legal in Virginia since 2022, but retail sales remain banned. I don't even understand how you do that. It doesn't make any sense. A situation that's helped fuel a multi-billion-dollar illicit market despite efforts by Democrats in past years to legalize and regulate the retail system. Youngkin has stood in the way of reform, vetoing proposals passed by lawmakers during each of the last two sessions. Spanberger's pro-legalization stance contrasts with that of Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears. Why do you got three names? Who she defeated in Tuesday's in Tuesday's gubernatorial election. Can we just pause for 1 second? Why is it that governor is the word, but gubernatorial is the word for the election?
Before.
I hate it so much. I want to stab it in the eyes.
It is a weird word.
Yeah.
Simulation update.
Yep. Ba-ding, ding, ding. So the GOP candidate has called cannabis a gateway drug. That's why you lost, buddy.
That's why you lost, indeed.
With
propaganda.
with words like that, especially when your state has already passed it twice. Oh my God. Or I mean, it's passed through the House and the Senate twice in the state. He wasn't getting elected. During a debate last month, she said that as the owner of a utility repair business, she had a zero tolerance policy for cannabis consumption, fearing that worked who tested positive for THC while working with gas and electricity would blow everything up. Oh my gosh. little crazy there. Wow. At the debate, Spangler discussed her support for establishing a legal and regulated cannabis sales system, saying that it's important that there be transparency in what is available on the market. As a former federal agent who worked narcotics cases, as a CIA officer who tracked transnational criminal organizations, as the only person on stage who's had a bill signed into law by President Trump restricting fentanyl flowing into our country and tightening our border security, and as the only person on stage with the endorsement of the Police Benevolent Association, it is extraordinarily important that we have transparency and that there is a clear market in order to be enforced, she said. The new governor-elect last year also said there are a lot of gray areas in terms of how we procure recreational cannabis with Virginia, and the state needs a clear strategy and plan to transition Virginia into a state that has legalized retail markets that can focus on these concerns. During her time in Congress, Spangler voted twice on the House floor in support of bills to federally legalize cannabis. She also consistently backed legislation to free up banking services for the industry, protect all state cannabis program from federal interference, and expand cannabis research. The former Congresswoman additionally opposed a proposal to remove protections for universities that study cannabis. She voted against certain proposals, however, including on measures to lift certain research barriers for Schedule 1 drugs and to revise federal policy to prevent past cannabis use from being used as a factor to determine eligibility for a security clearance. Spangler co-sponsored bills to provide medical cannabis access for military veterans on 2 occasions, and she co-sponsored the Secure and Fair Enhancement or Enforcement Safe Banking Act during the 116th Congress. In 2018, she posted on Twitter that she supports legalization or legislation to reschedule marijuana to a Schedule 3 substance. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, not too much left. When Spanberger is inaugurated in January, she will have an expanded Democratic majority in the House of Delegates to work with as a result of Tuesday's election results, as well as an existing majority in the Senate, members of which were not up for election this year. Governor-elect Spangler win finally gives Virginia the long overdue opportunity to establish a regulated adult use cannabis market. J.M. Padini, Executive Director for Virginia NORML and Development
8 out of 10.
Director at
Beautiful.
what? Thanks, buddy. at NORML's national organization, told Marijuana Moment, legislators have done the work, and the public is ready. Now it's time to deliver a safe, legal marketplace that serves consumers and communities instead of the illicit market. For that. In recent months, a Virginia Legislative Commission has been discussing plans to prepare the state to legalize recreational cannabis sales. Let's see what else is about. That's basically it, really. At the Legislative Commission's first meeting in July, members discussing broad regulatory considerations and other issues related to THC potency, the hemp market, and more. In August, the panel focused on cannabis taxes and revenue. So, I mean, I have a good feeling about Virginia having this happen, to be honest with you.
Oh, she sounds very pro cannabis for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
man. Like she's been doing her part, it sounds like.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
to be
that's kind of exciting.
ex-CIA as well, and
Yeah.
Right.
It's not very often you see people come from that kind of line of work and be pro cannabis.
Right.
Is it?
So would Virginia already have home grow then? Like if they have, like it's legal to like own and have and possess.
Right.
They must have home grow.
It must. I don't
So
know.
she's just really wanting to push forward like a retail sector kind of.
Well, yeah, that and collecting on it maybe.
Yeah, like taxes and
for the state,
all that stuff.
So how about that? Good news all round. What are you saying, Billy? You're in the background there. You all right back there?
Yeah.
See.
Fine.
Woo! Yeah, just checking up on you.
That was wonderful news, everybody. I'm
yeah,
happy about it.
yeah. So now for some bad news.
Oh,
What?
Shit.
Yeah.
Aw.
But it's bad news for our guys out in Australia because we go to the forum news here, and next week and from next week onwards, we're going to be doing the show at a slightly earlier time. We've been doing the show at 9 o'clock UK time for like 5 years now, and being consistent with that. But it's time for a change. We're going to change the show to 6 o'clock rather than 9 o'clock UK time. So it's going to be, let's go through all the time zones just so you know, everybody. 6 o'clock UK, that's 1 p.m. Eastern. That's, it is 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 12%, 12 a.m., no, 12 p.m. It's not, that wouldn't make any sense. It's 12 p.m. Central, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. All right, but because of the time change, the guys in Australia are no longer able to get up really early at 6 o'clock in the morning and join us for the show. So it's the bad news for them, unfortunately. But we're going to try this new way, just it gets really late at night when we're doing the stream, for me and Billy anyway. I know the John and Margaret, it's evening time for them, but we're finishing close to midnight on a Sunday, and that it affects Monday. You know what I mean? When you got to get up early on Monday and do shit, it affects it. So we're going to try it at these earlier times. Well, as a result of that, I'm also thinking about just doing another, just a small one-story show throughout the week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's called 420 News. We had one episode already, and it's been received pretty well. People have enjoyed it. So I'll be just be
That's a good
doing
one.
a 10-15 minute stream on one news story on Thursdays and Tuesdays at 4:20. It's going to be called 4:20 News on this channel. So, and that's 4:20 UK time. So you can do the maths if you need to, everybody, to figure out what time it is for you. Just keep an eye out for the
Oh,
live
but you're
stream.
not going to give us that one? Give us
Oh,
all
man,
the other
fucking
rundowns.
hell,
But
what's
that one you didn't give us?
I'd have to refigure everything out. Fuck. But yeah, no,
So that would be 1:20 Central Time, I believe.
Sure. Let's say yes.
Well, if it's 3:20, would make it noon 20. You know what I mean?
No, it's 4:20.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know,
okay, I see
but
it, I see what you're
3:20
saying.
would make it 4:20 or
yeah.
noon 20.
Yeah, 11:20 Central.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds correct. No,
1:20.
no, that's not correct.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it
3
is
o'clock
for
your
Central time. Yeah, for Central
Is
time, not
noon
Eastern.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
that explains everything and makes it clear, everybody.
Sorry, buddy.
All right.
Sorry. Tangent. Slight
So
tangent.
yeah, earlier show times on Sundays from now on. The interviews will still be the same time. They start at 9 o'clock at night when we have the interviews, and there'll also be the 4:20 news that's going to be added for a short period of time. We'll see how it goes, and that's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We also have the winner of the pumpkin carve-off this year was Filmy Bowls, and the winner for the
Bill.
Halloween avatar competition was Hashimoto, I think it was. So
Ooh,
congratulations to
Hashimoto.
those guys. Anything else? I've been putting the links up because the news stories, when we have them in the show notes, I'm going to get them and put those in the VIP sections over on Discord and over on percysgrowroom.com before the show, so Patreons can see the news stories before we cover them before the episode, so you can help us try and pronounce names properly and things like that. But I think that's just about everything, unless you've got some news there, Margaret. You had a cool interview this week, right?
Yeah, I did. I actually interviewed Paul from the Give and Toke podcast. If anybody knows Paul, he is
Okay.
also from the
No.
land down under.
Nice,
kinda
nice
cool.
twist on the accent there, Margaret.
Yeah.
Land
yeah, a
down
little
under.
bit.
I'll do the
Getting
knife
better.
one. Do the knife one,
No.
Margaret.
No.
Oh, wow. Maybe next
Yeah.
time. I hope I recorded that. Margaret, before the show, everybody, she was just like, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, so that wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, if I do have the clip, I'll put it on the end of the show. So listen out for the ending, everybody. Hopefully it's there. But I think that's it.
Ozzy to say it and record it. That's what we got to do.
No, we just get a clip
Right.
from the actual Crocodile Dundee.
Oh.
It was much
there you
funnier
go.
how Margaret
Fine.
did it. Much funnier.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sweet then. I think that's it. Should we go smoke break?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's go smoke break and check on Billy.
That's
What
right.
are we saying, Billy?
He's not dead.
No,
Did we lose him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Did his mic pull a John? I mean, like.
He's not muted.
Living soil.
Living soil. Beautiful. He's there.
No, Billy's
It
fine.
breathes.
Yeah.
How's the
I was
mushrooms
dancing
treating
in
you?
my socks. Yeah, man, it's all good.
Nice, isn't it? Nice buzz, those spinners, Envies.
Yeah, they are. They're lovely, actually. I really like.
Yes. Yes. How's our poll doing up here?
Oh, yeah, let's have a look at this
Oh, yeah, I
poll.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Let me
Oh, look,
fire up
72 votes.
Oh.
Done pretty well there for the votes, everybody. It's a nice varied opinion. So we have three options. Well, the question in the first place, are you looking forward to the new start times next week? 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And the options were, yes, earlier is better for me. No, I will miss the show now. And then a third option, I don't mind either way. So
Listen.
pretty much the people who don't mind or said yes is like three
Okay.
quarters. And 1/4 of the people can't make the show anymore. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
like-
everybody.
Yeah, unlucky. man.
Listen,
Yeah.
I feel like these times are just racist. Leaving me and Margaret out all the time. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
Nobody
mhm.
cares about Eastern and Pacific times. Okay.
I know.
Well, that's what you get for living in Eastern and specific times, then, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Really?
That's right. Get with the
You
times,
always
man.
move. Yeah, give
Get
it
with
a
the
times.
times.
I'll
We're
move.
trying.
Yeah, we tried. We're just trying to get rid of daylight savings time. That's
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous,
bullshit.
isn't it?
Yeah, us too. It's stupid. Yeah, it's just wank.
We can get rid of that. That'd be
No
good.
one
I do
likes
have to
it.
say though, we put our clock, we changed our clocks, and now it's actually kind of bright in the morning, which I do like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But now it's just dark at 5.
Yeah, right. Soon to be 4.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that part sucks.
Yeah, it does for sure. That's the worst thing. They just these early nights, man. It's getting dark here like 4:30, 5 o'clock now. Lame.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't
And
like
it rains, but it's not as bad as you guys. So you fucking frozen everything now. That's madness. It's going to be frozen for 6
snow
months.
on the ground yet, but
Dark and frozen. Damn.
Yep. Dark and frozen. It's the tundra. You know what I mean?
So they'd be frozen to death rather than stabbed to death, like in the UK, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Things are getting bad, man. And we say this often. It seems things seem to progressively just get worse and worse.
Not getting bad. Yeah, it's worse. Yeah. Really bad.
Every day we're seeing
Extremely
something
bad.
happen now. Every day we're seeing some crazy events happen. So an isolated incident, as they call them, that happen every single day.
Yeah, innit? Yeah.
Right. Isolated, but every day.
Yeah.
Crazy. But anyway, that's a different discussion. Let's not go on that one.
Holy.
Gosh.
Quick run from that.
Does anybody need to get a drink or anything? We've got 5 minutes till 4:20.
I think I have plenty of drinks right now.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think I'm
quickly-
good.
I'm going to go take a little bit of whiskey to the missus. I'll be back in a second. Be good, Billy. Fuck.
Take away the cherry
Keep an eye on
Coke.
Billy.
Take it away.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
Go.
Okay, 10-4.
We're actually
10-4.
sharing the whiskey this time. That's nice.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Innit?
Wow.
It's okay.
Do you like my
That's fine.
avatar? I'm surprised.
I
Mackie
do.
mentioned
I
it
do.
yet.
Mackie hasn't said
Dancing,
anything, but
showing off his socks. Nice socks. Yeah. That's a Grok
do love
video
it.
as well.
Oh,
So, yeah, I've just
I
been
haven't tried the
experimenting with
grok
Grok.
stuff yet.
Yeah, Grok's interesting. I just because it's there and I don't like ChatGPT. So because Macky uses that, I use Grok instead, just because it's like a rival. So yeah,
Okay.
but it ain't too bad actually.
yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah, it's pretty good. There's so many of them out
And it's
there now,
free
though.
as well, so
Yeah.
that's a free one as well. So what is it? Fucking, I can't think of the name of them, but like Deep AI has one of them. They charge you for all their videos, and so a lot of the others. And it's was it Sora or Dora, something like that.
Sora.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sora, yeah. And all that.
So was that a picture first, and then you told it to
No,
make it into motion?
No, that's just typed in Santa
Typed the
dancing in
video.
his socks, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Typed and then it made that video. Smoking,
Those
obviously. Smoking
Those
a
some
blunt.
pretty good plants right there too. Honestly.
Yeah, they're quite healthy
Sometimes
plants,
they pull
isn't
up bullshit
they? Yeah.
when you have AI generate it. You know what I mean?
I was quite impressed with them cannabis plants. Like they got the colas sort of right, and
Yeah.
they're
The
like
stems
just
are a bit
one-
thin.
Yeah. But that's why you can bend
Looks
him
like
about
hemp.
a bit. It would have broken his plants there,
Yeah.
the way he's twisting about. But when you got a field like that, you won't worry about a couple of broken bits. Which
Right.
True.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
I think if I had that stem upstairs with that on it, that thing would be flat laying on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to hold it up.
Well,
That's
I am
crazy,
back.
man. You're back.
Oh,
Did
what?
you steal
We're
the
enjoying
the
ourselves
back.
then.
Well,
Cherry Coke?
just noticed it. Just fucking saying before. Yes, I did see your avatar, Billy. Just not paying attention to it because it's November.
Oh, right.
All right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, all right. No worries.
Not Christmas,
All right.
November. Fucking hell. And
Yeah.
also, yeah, we had this discussion before the show. The missus, she wanted some of my 12-year-old Glenfiddich whiskey
Yeah.
to add to some cherry cola.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm like,
I
are
like
you-
cherry cola.
But you can't
No.
put 12-year-old whiskey.
No.
Then cherry cola's for Jack Daniels, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
put your
true,
fucking
yeah.
famous grouse in. You can't put fine whiskey
Yeah.
like this into
You're
Coca-Cola.
You're buying it for the actual
Jeez.
flavour of the whiskey rather than just to get
or
pissed
maybe,
off.
or maybe you can.
Yeah.
Maybe she's
Yeah, maybe
just
you
showing
can.
you another way.
Well, she did. Because, you know, I gave her some whiskey. She went, she going to have a
Open your
drink.
mind, Mackie.
And I've
to
just
the
gone down there.
possibilities.
And I was like, would you like some more of this whiskey? She's like,
She went, "Do you
it's
know
not,
I am?"
it's, no, you know what she said? You know what she said? Well, it's not very good with the Coke, so I'll just have the whiskey on its own this time. Pow.
Oh,
there you go.
pal. All right.
Yeah.
Pow.
See?
Okay.
Boom.
Pal.
Boom.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about. That's good stuff.
Do you feel vindicated now?
That's what I do. It's been a good day.
Okay.
Good news stories.
That's the closest
wife
I've ever
went back
got to. Oh,
whiskey.
you was right. Just jokes. Just jokes.
Did you do that like the Key and Peele episode where you looked behind you before you said that, or?
Or like that episode where we got Tommy Chong with that joke. Remember that one? He was talking about his wife.
That was funny as
Yeah,
fuck. that
and
one,
I was like,
that was
"Oh,
funny. as fuck.
Tommy's just behind you," and he
You could see
flinched
the
and looked
worry in his
behind
face. That was a funny. His face just changed. Oh fuck, no.
So, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proper
Oh
guy.
my god, fucking beautiful.
Yeah, good
Fucking
times. It's
beautiful.
4:20 somewhere.
Oh,
Yep.
smoke,
Smoke, people.
Let's fire out that
Give me
mighty.
the lighter.
Get after it.
Flush it up.
Mhm.
There you go.
We'll
Whoa,
go to the
whoa,
Grow Guides in
whoa.
just a minute, but just to remind everybody that we're going to be doing this a few hours earlier than usual next week. Don't forget. Don't
Yes.
forget. I hope it goes
Yeah,
well. I
don't
hope
forget,
people,
you bunch of stoners.
Yeah, fucking hell, right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
be getting
yeah,
here
yeah.
at 9 o'clock and
Set an
being like,
alarm.
"Where's the show?"
Yeah,
You know-
where's the show, man?
Since it's
Mackie's
gonna
not
be
very
noon
professional this week, is
for
he?
us,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should do like a dinner episode. You know how they have those dinners in theater?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. It's gonna be at noon. Could make up some little snack. Do the show while having a snack.
Your Eastern Standard, it's at 1.
No,
So
Central. I'm Central.
You're
I'm the Same
Central.
as you. Exactly.
People don't want to hear
Same
us
as you.
eat, though, John.
I'm Eastern.
Oh yeah, you are Eastern, aren't you? Damn it.
Yeah.
People
That's
don't want to
right.
hear us eat, bro.
Why not?
Because it sounds like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did that
was
blank you
pretty
out,
quick.
Margaret, or just do it one time?
Yeah.
Did you get suppression? Nice
like-
one, Zoom.
I
Yeah,
did-
it's like nobody wants to
I
hear
did
that
it
to
a
the
bunch of
extent.
times.
Yeah,
and then
only
I
if you
realized
played once.
Afterwards, like that might have been ill-advised, but
Well, no. Well, the suppression got rid of it because not even Zoom thinks people should listen to that.
Whoa.
There
you
you
go.
go.
Crazy. Yeah, so we can't do that. I mean, we can do the. We should experiment with some of them crazy foods. We need to get some of that. You know that fucking fermented fish.
Should come up with a list. Nobody
Fermented
wants that
fish.
shit. I'm not eating
Yeah.
that.
Just
me
Yeah,
more.
lutefisk,
that
Strandberg or
Norwegian
something.
stuff,
Yeah, that you
or
know the what's it
Iceland
called?
shit. Yeah. Oh, I don't know,
that
but yeah, I know
nasty
what you're on
stuff,
about.
man.
Yeah.
Why
Anybody
would you wanna
who's-
eat that?
Well, because why the fuck not? It'd be fun.
Even the Dutch eat some wanky
Yeah.
fish like that, don't they?
Like, you see people take a bite of it on the internet and they're just throwing up before they even get it to their mouth.
Yeah,
It's that bad.
I feel. I think we should leave that one out of it. Just-
Weak.
This isn't.
Weak.
This isn't
Wait.
Fear Factor. Damn.
He said he's
that's
eating a
true.
few stinky beavers, I think.
Ugh.
Yeah, fuck that. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that? What's that egg thing? The fucking Chinese egg thing where it's like 100
Yeah, like
year
them
old
green
egg, whatever the
eggs,
hell.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
eggs. Shit, yeah.
Not doing
fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, I don't think we should do that one.
Or the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
with the actual chicken in that son of a bitch. No.
Man.
Oh, you got the jungle stuff where they eat
Ah.
camel cock and all that.
Whoa.
Ah.
I mean, we do
exactly,
have
that's what I
testicle
mean.
festivals around here.
Oh, what?
Testicle festivals?
Is that
What,
gay
you walk around
pride?
with your nuts out? Is that, you'll wear 3 socks.
No, bull nuts, man.
Bull nuts.
Rocky Mountain oysters?
Yes.
Do you wear 'em-
yes.
do you wear 'em on your
That's the
chin?
testicle festival. Yeah.
That's where you
yeah.
normally wear your nuts, isn't it, on your chin?
It's a thing. No, Billy, no.
Ah.
I don't. Can't be
Ah.
having that.
Is that gay pride? That was
Oh.
funny. Yeah, I enjoyed that joke.
Ooh,
good.
I thought you was going to say you
I mean,
enjoyed gay pride for a minute.
could be used for that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway.
goodness.
So with that, we've all smoked. We've all topped up our
Have we
beverages.
smoked?
I don't know. Did you smoke?
We have.
I better light up and make sure.
Better, just to double
Okay.
check.
Better double check it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we're just about ready.
Good.
For the Grow Guides, are we good to go?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
probably.
I think
What
so.
are
Fire
we
it up.
waiting for?
No,
Yeah,
let's
do
do
it,
it.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus
Otherwise,
Christ.
Do it,
why are we
lady.
here?
The lady
That's
said
right.
it, so do it, lady.
Mhm. Mhm.
So here we are, everybody. We're talking. This is episode 65 for this series of the Grow Guides, and we've covered so much shit now. My gosh, there's so much information in this whole series. And I just want to remind you all, if you know anybody who wants to learn how to grow their own cannabis, or is just starting out, or or just enjoys cannabis podcasts, share this shit with them. No, the best way we can have the show grow is by you guys helping us, because YouTube hates us. And all algorithms hate cannabis, so it's very difficult for the show to grow without you guys sharing it. So do us a favor. We help you grow. You help us grow. I'm saying.
Ooh, I like that.
That was beautiful. You see that?
Nice.
See that? 5 fucking years. 5 fucking years. Only just come up with that now. Brilliant.
Sometimes these things take time to sort of develop.
You better go put that on the website, Macky.
Fuck. I better do that now. But anyway, yeah. So here we are. Here we are with the Grow Guides again, everybody. We've got a few things to cover. We're talking about how to boost trichome production. That's going to be one of the things we cover. We talk about the importance of airflow and how to use it to your advantage to make your plants stronger. We're talking about how to reuse and reset your grow setup in between grows. What you should do. Grow's finished. You want to start a new one. What do you have to do to get the best out of it? Proper cleaning and things like that. We'll be discussing that. And then we'll also be discussing plant stress, when you can use it, when it's good, when it's bad, that kind of stuff. So that's what we're covering in today's Grow Guides. So lots to cover. And of course, a couple of questions in listener mail there as well, which we'll be getting to. But let's get to the important shit. How to boost trichome productions naturally. That's what we're going to be talking about. And I was talking to somebody the other day. They didn't know what hash was, and I explained it and I think Frenchy Cannoli explained it like this as well. It's like the trichomes on the buds are the apples of the tree, and you just want to harvest the apples. So that's essentially what the trichomes are, right? It's the apples from the tree. Everything else is just tree. The stuff you're after is the trichomes. That's what's got the cannabinoids in and all that good shit. And this is why people make hash. So we want to talk about how to get your plant to grow more apples, essentially. You know what I mean? More trichomes. Okay. How to do that. You want to talk about this one, John?
Sure. Why not? I really thought you were going to pass this one to Billy, since he's the hash master.
Well, yeah.
But I'll give it a shot.
Actually, but yeah, we'll do Billy next. I forgot about the whole mushroom thing, but they should be full of it.
I'm hanging on that you're going to do me next.
Whoa.
Get that in writing, Billy.
I've got it recorded, mate. I've got it recorded.
Good. All right, let's see what we got here. So everyone wants those frosty buds, which those are everybody's favorite. But trichome production isn't just genetics. Environment, nutrition, and subtle stress all play a role in how much resin your plants pump out, baby. So let's talk about a couple things. Lighting. Full spectrum lighting that includes UVB, like in sunlight. I'm going to air quotes that. Encourages plants to produce more trichomes as a form of protection. Even 15 to 30 minutes of UVB per day in late flower can make a noticeable difference. Now that has to be a separate light, right? Like, I don't think any of the regular ones have UVB in them, do they?
No, because they only, like it says there, 15 to 30 minutes. You don't want it blasting the plant for the whole day. It can essentially sunburn the plants. But I think HLG have one, UV. I think Micro, they also have a UVB. And you just blast it on for 15 to 30 minutes. And while it's in flower as well. And like it said there, it's a protection factor, because they noticed these plants up in the Himalaya were, the atmosphere is thinner way up there, so more UV gets down to the plants than something that's grown at sea level, like they would do like in the African plains and shit.
Right.
So they noticed that the ones up in the Himalaya would produce more resin, more glands, more trichomes. And that they say it's because it's kind of sunblock to try and prevent the UV getting through to the actual DNA of the plant and damaging it. So whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it sounds convincing.
I've also heard that same type of scenario. So next, temperature and humidity. Slightly cooler temps at night, 18 to 20 C, towards your harvest, not like the whole time, just the end of harvest, when you're really trying to bulk up. It helps slow transpiration and preserve volatile terpenes. Keeping your VPD dialed in ensures the plant isn't stressed the wrong way, or just keep your temperature and your humidity right. You
Yep.
don't even need to worry about VPT. Nutrients during late bloom focus on potassium, sulfur, and magnesium, all vital for terpene and resin production. Avoid heavy nitrogen late on, and as it can dilute flavors.
Yeah, man. And that sulfur is a good recommendation as well. There, sulfur is a good one to add towards the end, apparently.
Yeah, I do the magnesium. I do potassium. Sulfur's already in my nutrient mix.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not adding extra sulfur, it's just already in there, you know. And then I really cut back on the nitrogen at the end too.
Yeah.
Like a bunch, like probably in half of what I usually use.
No, I barely use any nitrogen during flower. I think it doesn't need as much of it, and this is why the bloom foods reduce a shitload of it. If you give too much nitrogen to the plant during flower, then it gets all leafy. Just because it wants to grow leaf with all this extra nitrogen, you don't want that shit. And then it's also a big part of chlorophyll as well, isn't it?
Though? Like when do you say you'd cut it way back?
Like when the flowers are fucking growing.
So as soon as you got pom-poms, you're saying you're cutting right back.
I'll cut it right back after then. Well, when the hairs start forming, you get actual pom-poms, not just a sign of flower. But when it's actually growing the flowers, if it needs any nitrogen, it's in the leaves. Use it there. You're not getting any more.
I usually wait a little bit longer. I like them to get a little bit bigger, and then I cut it back.
Yeah, I don't cut it completely. I just cut it way back, just to make sure the plant's got enough. It doesn't need as much for outflower. It's building flowers rather than stems and leaves, which it uses nitrogen for, doesn't it?
Right, right, for sure. Next one up, stress training. Gentle stress can stimulate resin. For example, low stress training, LST, light defoliation, or a small drop in temperature. Avoid extreme stress that slows growth or causes a foxtailing. Yeah. Have you ever had one foxtail?
Oh, yeah. It happens, man. Sometimes it's just genetics. But the stress training, anybody ever done shit like that? Like leaving the plant to drought stress in like the 7th week of flower. Anybody ever done that?
That I've not done.
Right.
No,
I'd never drought stress it. No way. Right. Feels like
I suppose in living soil you really can't do that.
Yeah, living soil you really don't want to. But hydroponics is possible. You can do it.
Yeah.
I've never really done it on purpose, but when I was growing soil, I think I did it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Has it happened? Yeah, I just always like to say, don't stress your plants. Keep them happy and healthy, and they'll produce good shit. You don't need to stress them. But apparently, there's ways you can use stress in your favor.
Like those people that like drive a nail through the skin.
Yeah, remember those fools? I don't think many people do it anymore, but people do that. Or putting the ice on the medium.
Yeah, no.
Letting that shit happen, that's crazy as well. Don't do any of this crazy shit. It's crazy talk. So the drought stress, the ice, this last one here, the dark period before harvest. You do that? Anybody do that?
No. I give it a regular dark period. Lights are off as soon as they come on, then I harvest. Right. So I can see the hell I'm doing.
I don't like putting in the dark like that because I can just imagine mold growing fucking everywhere. You know what I mean? Marco does, yeah, for sure. Some growers do. Yeah, but
I mean, I don't know if it would. Do you think it would just set in like that though?
Oh, just in case.
In 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, I've seen bud rot spread quick, man. Fuck, I ain't playing no games with bud rot. I'm not even giving a fucking chance.
Like you've that would have already had to have been there, I would think. Right?
Yeah, but look how say it was there, you didn't notice it, and then you've left it in complete darkness for 24 hours. How far you think that bud rot spread?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
That shit spread far. Not playing.
Yeah. You're pretty salty about the whole bud rot.
Yeah, man. I've had that shit taken some heavy. Bud rot owes me about 5-6 ounces. All right, so fuck bud
rot owes us all.
That's right.
All of us.
That's right.
I will say I have found none of it on our outdoor grow this year.
Nice.
Very
neither.
happy about that.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a good year for growing, man.
Beautiful. How's that coming along, Margaret? How's the drying going?
Good. I'm in the curing process right now. I could probably smoke it. I haven't actually smoked it yet.
You haven't even sampled it yet?
No.
Margaret.
Oh. Are you able to get bud? What are you saying?
What do you mean, what am I saying? I'm saying I haven't tried it yet.
Get a piece.
Get off my ass.
Get a piece. Bring it out. Come on, Margaret.
Jesus. I'm trying to get it to perfection.
Oh, we have to wait until next week.
How are you going to know? How are you going to know it's perfection if you haven't tried it?
That's right. Might already
That's a
be
good
there,
point.
Margaret.
That is a good
What-
point.
Yeah,
I mean,
what-
you got to know how
what
bad
better
it is
time
to know
than
how good
now?
it is.
this is the problem when you have a lot of weed is that
It's weed
You
rich,
know,
Margaret. Weed rich.
I am weed
Okay.
rich. So I have lots of weed to
Nice.
smoke.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're just not smoking it.
Not that stuff. Yeah, no. No, I'm smoking the other stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, so there's no rush. Yeah.
shit.
But
No,
next week,
not
Margaret,
particularly.
next week we want to get a little sample of that. You're smoking that at the start.
right.
Sounds
I
good,
can
right?
I can
Alright.
commit to that.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Thank you.
Join us next week for that, everybody. But we'll carry on. We're not leaving just yet. We'll carry on with this. We're going to talk about airflow and circulation. This I find is it's something new growers don't realize, especially early on. You know, when these seedlings are growing and they're just growing out the soil, this tiny little stem, couple of leaves on the motherfucker, and then it's not getting enough light, so it just stretches and stretches and stretches, and it's 3 inches long, falling over itself, and it's just you got this huge stem. I've seen that loads of times. I'm sure you guys have seen it
Using
as well, right?
popsicle sticks, straws, all kinds of shit to hold it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's 2 reasons why that happens. One of them is because it's trying to stretch towards the light, trying to get more light. This is why growing on the windowsill doesn't work well, because it's not enough light. The plant's not getting enough, so it's stretching to try and get closer to the light to get more of it. Because the closer you get, the more you get of it. Or
Right.
when it's out in the nature, it's because it thinks it's in some shade somewhere, some long grass or something. So it needs to grow up fast to make sure it can get above all the long grass to get the light. So this is why the stems stretch. But another reason is you're just letting it grow without a fan on it. If you get a fan blasting out that stem when it comes, and I don't mean blasting full on, nice oscillating fan, gentle breeze on an oscillating
Fucking
fan.
hurricane.
You know what I mean? It's like, straight out the soil. His hair's flying back. So no,
Yeah, leaves are like, oh.
where the fuck am I? You know what I mean? So just little breeze, just oscillating at it. But it's so important because a little bit of a breeze on it, it forces the stem to work on thickness and strength rather than just growing thick and fast, just growing quickly and stretching. So make sure you do that, everybody. As soon as they come out of the soil, get the humidity dome off them and gentle breeze on them for the rest of the grow. It doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, air movement, and you can do this with just a nice fan, a decent fan. Make sure you got a decent fan. You only need one to start with at the start of the grow, but as the plants get bigger and it's covering more of the area, make sure you're using more fans as well. How many fans you got in your grow room there, John?
2 in a tent, 2 in flower room, usually.
Nice.
Kind of
two's good.
Kind of offset, so they're coming at different angles,
Yeah. To make sure there's no stale air pockets and all that.
Yeah. One usually is lower than the other one too.
And so when I did that big scrog, I had one under the scrog and one above the scrog. One blowing at the top of the plants and one blowing around the bottom of the pots, just to make sure everything was cycling. And that's one of the best ways to set it up. This is with the intake and outtake as well. Let's discuss that bit, where you want to bring cool air into the tent, fresh air into the tent to the bottom, and the fans are going to blow that air around until it goes through the top, which is the extractor. So you're trying to encourage the air to come into the tent, be dispersed around as much as possible before it goes out at the top, and just bear that in mind when you're setting things up. So 2 fans is good especially when you got a shitload of plants in there, and you need to keep that air moving. 2 fans is good. With your intake at the bottom, extraction out on the top. Is that Billy? How do you have yours set up? Yeah, your fans and your extractors and shit.
Yeah, I've air in one way, air out at almost like the other corner. Well, not almost corner, and 2 fans bouncing off the walls, off the opposite corners. So there's no stale air in the corner. It bounces off that and then onto.
So you don't have your fan blowing at the plants. You have it blowing at the wall.
Yeah, off the walls. Yeah, so it bounces off the side of the thing onto the plants anyway.
Okay.
So
I would like to have my fans doing like the wave of my plants.
But you can
as it
get these
oscillates.
these fucking, I can't remember the name of these fans, man. There is a oscillating 8, the Oscillate 8 or something. there's a certain fan out there where you can program the direction you want it to blow, so you can go like up, down, left, and right around the square of a tent, or in a figure 8, or to a corner, then the other corner in
What?
X's. Yeah. You can program it to blow in whichever direction you want it to blow. So
Huh. Never heard of
Hurricane 8 or something like
Yeah.
that it was called. I can't remember the name specifically. I'm sure somebody in chat will know what the name was. Yeah, they looked cool as fuck, but that was expensive, like fucking 60, 70 quid or something. I don't know, it was
Oh wow,
expensive
for
fans.
figure
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know, fans
probably
don't
gonna
seem
get-
to.
When we
I'll
get
go
a tower
mold the
fan
thing and move
next,
it.
try them out. See
Yeah,
if they can
I used to have one of those Dyson Tower fan.
Oh, right,
on my
yeah.
tent.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, those
I think,
Dysons are pricey.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
even more pricey back in the day, and it lasted like 4 grows before it started to have any issues. So you can't complain at that. You know, it's most fans only last for 1 or 2 grows without starting to give issues. And it was tall. It just gave a nice, smooth breeze for a wider section of the grow room. You know, and
My question
no
is
blades.
with those is how hard is it to clean? Oh, that's that one that like does that ion movement thing. Is that
No,
what it is?
that was a later model which they brought out, but that's still going to need cleaning as well. But you don't need to do much because it's like an elongated O in a tower shape, so you can
Right.
just get a duster or a damp cloth and wipe it down to
Right.
get all the dust off and shit. It doesn't get as dusty as the other kinds of fans do. It's got filters
right.
going into the actual fan bit as well. There's no blades, so you don't have to worry about the plant blowing into the blade and getting chopped up and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Had that
Yeah,
happen.
tower fan's really nice, man. Really nice, but not cheap. You know.
Well, the Dyson ones in particular
Yeah,
are not.
but really
but-
nice design. Would definitely get one of those again if I had the dough to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself a Dyson. Let's go.
That's all right.
Yeah,
In this
pricey.
economy,
That's right. After COVID,
what do you-
are you crazy? You know. Pre-COVID, yeah, man. Give me the fucking fans. Give me 2 of them.
right?
Now,
right.
fucking hell, I can't even afford a normal one. You know. Anyway,
boy.
yeah. So air circulation very important. Everybody, don't underestimate it. Have at least 2 fans, and of course, you want your extraction as well. And you don't need passive intake is what we call it. Is when air's being pulled in through a vent without any extraction. That's passive because it's being without the extraction blowing in. You know, because you can use a small extractor going in and a big extractor coming out, and it just helps with the whole airflow. But it's not necessary. If you don't have an extractor blowing air into the tent, that's passive, and then it just gets extracted out the top. What's it called? Otherwise, it's not passive intake, obviously. It's active intake. That's right. When you got a fan on it, it's active intake. Yeah. So that can help with airflow as well, but not always necessary. In a standard 4x4, you only got to need the extractor. You won't need something blowing air in as well.
No.
But you can if you wanted to. Yeah, just keep them clean. Clean them after every grow, because it's going to gather up a lot of dust more than you realize, man. And you don't want that shit coming off and being blown onto your buds at any point. So, man, fans are a pain in the fucking ass, I find.
They are. They are kind of.
And it's one of those things, once you turn it off, I mean, when it's been running for a while, if you turn it off, you can't get it to turn back on properly again. So just leave it running. Don't turn it off.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned from my experience. All right. So I think that covers air taking and circulation. Pretty good. Anything to add to that one?
Yeah. No.
No, I don't think so.
Because now we should talk about how to reset and reuse your grow cell between runs. And Billy, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, man, that's cool. So obviously a good habit for growers to get into is to build it properly, and obviously cleaning and resetting your space after each harvest is a good thing to do, but it's not always possible, is it? So
Yeah. Mhm.
but obviously it can prevent disease, improve your efficiency, and also just help you grow, start well. To me, I think the best thing to do in between grows is to start planning it beforehand. If you know what I mean, make sure you've got all your ingredients, what you need. Like if you're going to use to do it, already set up and bought off Amazon or wherever you
Stem
get it
7Ps
from.
again, bro. Stem 7Ps.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. So like, make sure that on the last month, because once you've cut it down, like you could cut down clean your tent, and then almost straight away you have another lot of plants in there, sort of thing. So it's like, how fast do you want to be, sort of thing. It could be really quick, or do you want to take a week? So it's like plan and preparation is the best thing. So obviously, if you're going to do a full clean down, everything gets removed, then, doesn't it? Like literally the lot, and you're wiping down all the surfaces, top, bottom, floors, fucking scrubbing, getting on your hands and knees with a toothbrush and all that malarkey, really.
I mean, I've done that, and I've not done it as well. You know, it depends on how I feel at the end of the grow.
I don't most of the time, to be honest, unless it starts becoming a real mess in there, it's not an issue for me. If you know what I mean. So it's not really too much of a problem. Yes, and how I grow with the perpetual growing, I can't sort of just take everything down.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Spray loads of chemicals and shit.
Yeah, you got to be on top of it before.
Yeah,
you know,
because I have lung issues, I can't use chemicals anyway because I've got to breathe. Yeah, so it's,
white vinegar is good.
It's a nice white vinegar is probably the best way to do white vinegar and water, isn't it? Like was it a 3-to-1 ratio with water vinegar in it? Water 3, vinegar 1, and then.
But yeah, using bleach when bleach starts doing its actual thing.
Bleach. It says here like you're using hydrogen peroxide solution or that. I don't think you really need it. It's just taking shit too far.
It depends again though. If you've had spider mites or some bugs and shit, then you might want to use it.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Sorry, John. Yeah, why you got sorry, John. But I know it's a touchy subject. But if you have, then maybe just throw the tent away and start again. Like,
yeah.
If you've got enough money, then that's probably the best thing to do, man. Like if you've got wedges of cash and money's not really an issue, you're just like, fuck it, 200 quid to you ain't gonna do fuck all, then just get another tent. It just saves a lot of hassle.
Burn it to the ground.
I think we do have
exactly.
We do have a whole episode on cleaning as well, don't we? On cleaning tents and things like that. I think we do. We have covered this because you don't want to use anything too strong on your tent because it might break down the material and all that shit. You don't really want to do that. Just a light cleaning solution is good. You know, wipe everything down. And if you're using bleach, right? Let me tell you this: the bleach on your metal poles, that's going to cause you a problem if you don't dry it properly.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be rust out and everything.
Rusts so fucking quickly. It's something you have to bear in mind. So if you are using bleach, make sure you dry your poles as well. Don't leave any bleach laying around because that'll fuck shit up. But make sure everything's out. And an important one for a full clean down here: if you're cleaning your bulbs, don't do it while they're hot. Let them cool down. Right?
While they're off.
yeah. While they've been off for at least an hour, let that shit really cool down.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And so hydro flush system, or what are we saying?
Yeah, the hydro is definitely important to clean. That's something you have to clean up because you can get a build up of algae and mildew and all sorts of fucking shit.
Yeah, they get gross.
Yeah, they get real gross. So
slimy.
But
shit.
Again, the biggest problem with this system is then rinsing it through properly, innit? Afterwards. So once you've done it, you have to make sure you fucking got rid of that shit because if it gets caught in your plants, then it just kill your plants. So that's why I think hydro is an outdated system with the old way, if you know what I mean. I think the aero pots and all the newer hydro type systems is the way forward, if you know what I mean. Like the old hydro systems when we stole it from like the aquaponics side of things is just that's because we had to. There wasn't.
Yeah, that's right. I think the same. It's good ways to grow, but we did it like that because we had to.
Because
the way you should do it now, if you can just grow cannabis and stuff and no consequences, you should be in organic living soil.
Yeah, with LED lighting and.
But if you're taking risks and you need to get a big fucking yield done as quickly as possible, hydro might be the best option for you.
Yeah,
you know,
or
depends on your
cocoa.
Yeah,
cocoa is hydro, and that is definitely the best grow medium in my opinion. I love cocoa.
Yeah, classes as hydro, doesn't it? So which is odd, but yeah.
It's soilless medium, isn't it? It's soilless.
Yeah, I know it's soilless, but it doesn't feel like it's soilless, does it?
Yeah. Like I've said before, when I first started growing in cocoa, I thought it was soil and I was treating it as soil, and my plants nearly died. You know? Because what, Billy?
Yeah. Well, I can't say on YouTube we get banned. I can't say retard or spastic, can we?
No, that's right. So we better not say it.
Better not
No.
say it
Just
then.
not with the hard R. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Right. So what next? You calibrate.
We got to inspect
yeah.
and maintain it. See, which is the best thing. Which anything for when you do it, just while you're growing, just look at your pots. What sort of condition they're in? Are you going to need new ones when it is your trays? Sort of what sort of condition is your carbon filter? And they're replacing every 12 to 18 months. I think depends on how good it is and how much you're growing. If you know what I mean. But it depends on how much money you got as well. But they're not that expensive really, because if you buying weed, how much is, you feel what I mean? Are you saving by growing your
Right.
own? So you sort of
What are
do
they like?
save money.
$45, $50 for a 4-inch one?
Probably 81 for a half decent one, if you know what I mean. Here delivered 6-inch, sort of maybe 4 to 6 inches. So calibrate your gear as well. Make sure you got your pH meters and all that well cleaned, and recalibrate it, if you know what I mean. So just make sure it's done, sort of like, because you know you're going to be over testing at the start, just to make sure that you, like you do when you've got new plants in there, you're going to like test your fucking water 8 times before you actually fucking feed it to them. Like,
and that's a thing you mentioned there as well, because like you do this. What's it called again? Man, my memory's gone. When it's reoccurring, but it's not reoccurring. When you're just going from one grow to the next without stopping.
Perpetual.
Perpetual. Thank you there, John. Fucking hell. Yeah, so when you're perpetual growing, you're not going to have an empty tent, like you said. But when the plants are small, you can just put them in the bathroom with the light on for a bit. You know what I mean? An hour or two in there, it's not going to cause them any fucking problems. So you can still empty your tent out, get everything clean, pull it all back together, let it dry, and then put the plants back in there.
I would say don't use any chemicals. They'd use the vinegar solution sort of stuff. I say it's just but it is clean enough, really, to be honest. So
it should be. You should be keeping it clean as well, anyway, rather than just cleaning it at the end of a grow.
Right.
Yeah, it's just making sure your pots ain't got a load of excess salts and all that on them. That's the biggest problem. If they're all white and just loads of white dust on them, that means they just be really salty.
Yep.
So
that shit don't
you
come
want
off.
you want to shake it out, scrub the pots together, and you get like I'd wear a mask because you get a load of salt dust come up, and so yeah, that's how you can tell if you've been overfeeding your plants as well, if you know what I mean. That it'd be just excess fucking stains all everywhere, all over it and shit, because it's obviously leaked out rather than gone into the medium and the plant's eating it. So you sort of want to make sure that your fabric pots are clean of salts, because that can make a big effect on it on your next grow. But then sitting and then flushing them out in the toilet, it's like if you've got enough money, it's like for 40 quid to buy a load of new fabric pots. It's like, how many hours have you got? It's like, what have you got? Time is money, isn't it? If you know what I mean.
The worst one
Would you
I
rather
found.
spend 4 hours cleaning your pots or spend 40 quid.
I just put I give them fabric pots to the missus. She puts them in the washing machine, and that does it. Does it nicely.
There you go.
But the air pots, the plastic things that can't fucking be put in the washing machine, man, they get some salt buildup. And there's only one fucking thing I've ever found that breaks down the salt on them. I can't remember what it was, man. It's elbow grease, I think it's called. Elbow grease.
Maybe. Grease. Oh no. I just don't want to use that.
No. That's what it's called. That's the product's name. I'm not being sarcastic.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know, and you spray that on.
Being facetious.
Being facetious like I'm from the 1950s. Nobody calls it elbow grease anymore. Gosh, but you spray that shit on there and it dissolves the salts off it. So that worked pretty good, and I managed to save the air pots. Yeah, they can be expensive, but that's one of the hardest things: cleaning off them salts from runoff trays and shit as well. You know, it all gathers up when using salt-based nutrients. All that white stuff gathers up, man. Pain in the ass. But as long as the tent's clean, pots are reasonably cheap. You know, just keep things well maintained and well cleaned, and you should be able to.
You'd be surprised how long it lasts as well if you just keep it maintained.
That's right. I mean, you shouldn't have to replace much other than your carbon filter. Yeah, everything can run for fucking years if you look after it, but the carbon filter wouldn't need replacing just because it's trying to cover up the smell, you know?
It depends on how many plants you're running through it and how much it has to absorb. So, like, and the newer ones nowadays actually are a lot better than the older ones. So they probably last like a good 2 to 3 years at least now on most people's grows. You could probably get away with one for like 6 years, I'd reckon.
Well, maybe,
You know what I
maybe.
mean, yeah. If you're
Yeah,
only
it depends
growing
how well you
4
treat
small
it.
plants, if you know what I mean, and you're treating it well, it's like it's got enough airflow around it.
Sounds like Billy's had one for a while. He's trying to convince
Yeah.
himself or something.
No, I've got
Yeah.
enough money to buy a new one, but I don't really need it. If you know what I mean, because
Yeah, yeah.
when I walk into my house and the room, sort of thing is like there's no massive smell, so I'm like, yeah, that's fine for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing enough.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
Right, so let's do number 4. Let's Margaret, you want to cover the last one, talking about plant stresses?
Yeah, understanding plant stress, when it's good and when it's bad, because it can be
Okay.
one or the other, as we probably all
Yeah.
know.
And women can be temperamental, we know that.
Whoa, whoa.
I am only laughing because anybody who thinks that men can't be temperamental
Exactly,
is just
yeah.
fooling themselves.
Stupid. Yeah,
True
exactly,
story.
yeah. True story, yeah. Totally.
I mean, women are
deny that one.
hysterical and men are testerical. It's
Yeah.
just all the
Okay.
same in the end.
Oh,
I've never heard that before, but I do
You
like
heard it
that.
here
Yes.
first.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
So, you have your positive stress training like topping, low stress training, pruning, controlled drought stress, which I've actually never
Ooh.
personally done, and you were already talking about that today.
I don't call that positives, really, to be honest. Controlled
Well, it's
drought.
in the positive category in the notes, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe that's just Mackie's bias here.
That's
shining
right.
through.
That's right.
There's also late flower temperature drops, which can trigger protective responses. Has anybody ever? I haven't done that. Any of you? Any of you?
Well, it's good
that
to
happens naturally here for some of my grows, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I don't think it triggers it going more purple, really.
That's
don't
it.
think
When
Yeah.
the temperatures drop,
yeah.
the anthocyanin comes out, which can turn it purple. But
Yep.
it's just
Yeah.
it's more about preserving the terpenes. You know, the cooler it is, the less the
True.
terpenes are going to evaporate off the plant, so you're going to get better flavors after that amount of time.
Right.
I think a lot of the times things can just be like placebo. Like, oh wow, I did this and it got so much fatter and frostier at the end. It's like, yeah, they get fatter and frostier at the end.
That is so,
Yeah,
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 exactly
yeah,
what's
yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
happen.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So people can easily just be like, oh, I put ice on it and now it turned purple. It's like, this is where they turn purple. If placebo effect can kick in so easily with this kind of shit. There's confirmation bias people have. You
Right.
know? So just
It
grow it
says-
happily and healthily and do the shit it's supposed to do. That's what I
It
think.
says positive stresses, but that isn't like almost topping LST and pruning just almost standard industry stuff now.
I would think
You know
so.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially
Still
topping.
positive.
Because topping's
Yeah.
done across all
Right.
sorts of different agricultural practices.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's not just
across the
cannabis.
board that nah, it's not just cannabis.
Then LST
Yeah.
to get more footprint. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
positive. Pruning, proper defoliation. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
positive.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the late flower temperature drops. I mean, I'm in Ontario, so if I'm growing outside, that's just going to happen anyway
Yeah,
mhm.
it just
by the
happens.
time I harvest. But yeah, so
Yeah.
and it turned out great
Mhm.
this year. So it's all
Yep.
working out according to
Nice.
plan.
Do you got an estimate of yield?
I have 5 jars. So
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
whatever that works out to. I was probably gonna weigh it soon. I didn't weigh it yet because I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
nice. Next
Yeah.
week. Next week.
I know
Yep.
now. I'm gonna
Let's
have
go.
to actually like
She
look
has a
at this
task,
stuff.
everyone.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
What's that?
You have a task now for next
I
week.
do. I do. I'm gonna add it to
Okay.
the list so I can check it off because
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that kind of thing. So then there's your positive stress, or sorry, the negative stresses, like overfeeding, light leaks, root damage, extreme heat or cold. I mean, how extreme would the heat or cold? I mean, cold I could see, but heat, how extreme would it have to be?
Yeah. I mean, it's that whole VPD thing again, isn't it? It's like it can be
Like
hot
when I was
as long as
growing
it's heated enough.
outside, it was like
Drinking.
40 degrees sometimes this
Yeah.
year, and we didn't get a lot of rain. So it
Mhm.
was like heat and drought.
Well, outside and inside is different though, really. I
True.
think. Like outside, I feel like they take it a lot more, like when it does that for us. But like indoor, I think if you were to get it that hot, like in your tent, I don't think it'd like it very much.
No, that's true. It's in a very confined
know.
space too for the heat and the
Right.
cold. Yeah. So don't do that.
I mean,
'cause it can
I've had it
cause-
hit 90 in my tent before.
What's
90
that mean
degrees?
in normal thing?
Wow.
I don't know, whatever that is.
It's 30-ish?
It'd be 28, maybe. I don't know, something like that.
I have no idea because I
don't
don't
know.
use
Shit,
that
now I gotta
system.
Damn you guys! I should just have this as an app all the time.
It is
Okay.
on the calculator on an iPhone, apparently. I learned that the other day.
32.
Yeah, that's pretty
32 is
hot.
90. Yeah.
That's what I
mean,
said
that-
about
Yeah.
30. That's got to be correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
About
that's-
30.
I mean, and some people say, oh, but if you're running, CO2 and you're one of those people, sure, you can push those. But a normal person, you're hitting that temp, that's pretty, that's heat.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and obviously going too cold is going to be the same.
Mhm.
It's just at the opposite end of the spectrum. Although I don't know if anybody's run
And-
into that issue before.
No. But then here it says as well about the timing. I don't know. I think you can stress the fuck out of the plant as much as you like until it's in flower, and then look after it.
Right.
Yeah.
And keep it consistent
Yes.
while it's flowering as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, consistency is probably always good, but shit happens.
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
The more consistent you can be, the better, because the plant kind of does work as well to adjust the grow medium it's in, like offers certain bacteria or certain foods for certain bacterias and shit. And if you keep
Right.
changing things up, then it doesn't know what its environment is. So consistency is so important, just so the plant knows what's going on, because it will do its own special things as well. If you keep changing things, then the plant's going to be like, oh, I need to readjust this, I need to readjust that. They're a lot smarter than we give them credit for, So you just consistency so they can know what the fuck they're working with and adjust accordingly.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So some of the things you might want to look for is like slight droop. I mean, I've seen pretty major droop sometimes. when I
man,
have
no.
some-
What?
Let's
What?
not
Don't
talk
talk
about
your
this.
private life
Okay.
again, Margaret.
I'm not talking about that private life.
Oh, sorry.
I mean-
Jesus, Billy.
I knew
Should
that
have seen
was
that
coming.
coming. Yeah, no, we
I
should
knew
have
it
seen
was
it coming.
coming.
Yeah, we should have seen it coming. Yeah, she's not said that before.
But how else do you describe the droop in the plant when it doesn't get watered properly for whatever reason?
Mate, yeah, dead. It looks dead. It's
It
so
looks
bad.
it's
droopy,
dying.
sad, and depressed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So obviously you don't want that to happen. So
Homeless man
careful
sitting on the
why.
corner.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It'll suggest here red petioles. I don't know what that is.
It's
the
like the
pistils, right? Is that,
no,
or-
it-
oh,
it's the
the-
stem on the leaves.
yeah, the stem on the leaf. Yeah,
Oh.
that
Yeah.
can happen from
Loads
LED
of things.
lights.
Yeah. mhm.
Really can push that out.
What
I had
can
it
push out?
before. Well,
LED lights can. Do
yeah,
it.
LED.
Oh, I
well, in the
see.
early days, these Epistar, I had a Mars Hydro 2. It was one of the early models. Epistar diodes. It was a blurple light.
Yeah,
And
Blurple really did it.
it's like it would sunburn the leaves. If a leaf was sitting over the top of another leaf, then on the leaf underneath there'd be an outline of the leaf above it from where the purple light wasn't fully getting to that section of the leaf. Like it was a sunburn kind of effect from it. It was weird, man. Them blurple lights were fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Or clawing. Clawing can be signs that the plant's getting pushed too far.
Yeah, yeah.
But clawing, you mean like stretching too much? Or
No,
what
like
do
the
you mean?
leaves
like-
claw. It's
Oh, I
it's
see.
a
Oh.
classic sign of nitrogen excess. If there's too much
Mm.
nitrogen, the leaves go really dark and they start to claw. It's called the nitrogen
Right.
claw.
Okay, yeah, I have seen that
You
before.
keep an eye for that one, everybody. You don't want too much nitrogen in your plant. It's bad
No, no.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
basically, if you see any of these things, just dial it back a little bit and give the plant a few days to rebound. And
Yeah.
depending on what medium you're growing in, that'll happen faster or not.
And of
Yep.
course, head over to percysgrowing.com for help. But there is only a few positive stresses, some things that you can use in a positive way, and that you can tell for sure topping is good. You need to do some topping. You need to do some LST, and you need to do some pruning. Everything else is up for debate. Those three things
Yeah.
are not. You need to do those things to increase your yield and give your plants a happier life. But that
Mhm.
drought stress, maybe. Temperature stress, maybe. You know what I mean? This putting the nail through the fucking stem, don't do that.
Yeah,
Right.
don't do that at all.
Just
That's
don't do
pro
that.
signs.
Yeah, so much bro science out there. Stick to what you know.
Ooh.
And what we do know is if you keep a plant happy and healthy and stress free throughout its whole life, it will produce some good fucking fruits. So that's what you're aiming
Mhm.
for. Don't stress it on purpose. The plant will not be grateful. know what I'm saying?
I mean, except for
Yeah.
positive stress.
Yeah,
Right.
except for those topping LST and pruning, but they have to be done at the right
Yep.
times as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Once it gets into flower, you look after that fucking thing, man. Keep it happy the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful process. But
Yeah.
everything else is bro
Yeah.
science. I think that covers that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Those
much.
those three things we know for sure. Anything else, bro science. Don't trust it. Right, so are we ready for listener
Oh.
mail? Let's do this.
Hell
one.
yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
What do we
Trust
got
me,
on?
bro.
What do we got on today?
Let's do it. Okay. So, Lobby Lobster. Excuse me, I just need to sip on this whiskey. I don't think that's going to help my dry throat, but I'm going to sip on the whiskey anyway.
Do it. Do it, lady.
Mm-mm.
Probably said that before as well.
Delicious.
Perchance.
This whiskey is so
Okay.
nice. I wish I could share a glass with everybody. I wish you could pour a little glass out for everybody chilling
Well,
with
if
us
you
right
wanted
now.
Communist, you would.
That's right, mate. You say that in a joking manner, but fucking hell, the UK is turning into a communist state. I'll tell you that. But anyway, okay. So Lobby Lobster says hi on Homegrown Crew. Just a quick question, and then goes on to write 2 paragraphs about something.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, Lobby.
Thanks, Lobby.
Now, I need to replace my carbon filter and was wondering if any of you have ran a secondary filter outside the tent to scrub the outcoming air further. I haven't had any major issues with the smell, but being in the UK, you can't be too safe. Indeed, you can't, mate. And it seems my current one still has some life in it. Still, I was thinking of just having a cheap inline fan with a filter stood alone, scrubbing the air inside the long room during flower, removing anything that escapes, as well as my current setup exhausting outside. I'm only saying this as the house next door has been vacant for a few years. Wow, in the UK? Wow. I didn't think there was any empty houses left. And speaking with an estate agent who was doing something round there over the fence, the place has sold, and he mentioned the new owner being something to do with the police. Jesus!
Oh,
Jesus,
no.
Lobby. Unlucky, bro.
Buy
And when-
4 more.
For real. And you know,
Yeah.
just because something to do with the police doesn't mean that he wasn't a convict. This guy
Right.
might have been in prison. That's what is something to do with the police is. Don't sweat too much yet. And maybe it's something to do with cannabis, and then he's nose blind to it. So you're good. Don't stress straight away. You know, it's that
Yeah.
old Russian proverb about the farmer. Maybe, you know,
Right.
you know the proverb I'm
Perchance.
referring to. Yeah, maybe it's bad. Well, I mean, you could do. It's got to reduce the smell a little bit, but I wouldn't put it on because you have to have a fan for it. Really, you can't. The more carbon filter you add to your extraction system already, the more drag there is going to be, and that's going to be extra strain on your extractor fans.
Yeah.
So that's something to bear in mind. If you add more filters to it, it's going to reduce the efficiency of the thing already. So if you got, say, if you're growing a 4x4, you know, as we recommend everybody does, and you've got a nice big 6-inch, even an 8-inch filter extractor that's pulling the air out, then you can slow that down a good amount. So you can add a couple of filters to it and speed it up, you know, find the right balance. But you wouldn't want to be having 2 filters on a 5-inch extractor, for example. That's just not really enough to pull enough and blow out all of that shit. So take that into consideration as well. You're going to need an extra fan for it. But I really wouldn't be too bothered. But it depends on your setup. You'd have to actually see the setup. You know what I mean? It's like for me, I can vent into my loft, which goes into bathroom extractor, and then out the roof at the top of my house. So it's not as if it's at street level or anything like that. I probably don't even need a filter. It gets blown off into the fucking sky.
Listen,
Nobody smells
yes,
it. But
you
yes, you
should.
still have one. You still have, of course, you still have
Listen.
one.
I grow on my upstairs and I vent out my window, which is, 20 feet in the air. And there's times I'm mowing my lawn on the other side of my yard, which is a half block by half block, and I can smell
Wow.
my flowers.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Still have
crazy.
one. Still have one. That's
Yeah.
it. I assume that maybe because I never fucking smell it, but that's because I've got
Right.
everything covered. But if I took the fucking carbon filter off, maybe it would be like, whoa, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
you'd
that?
be like, "Oh,
Put it back on.
God."
Put it back on. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, so definitely get that second one up and running just to be sure. Just you can't be extra cautious, you know, and especially with somebody who's related to police moving in next door. maybe you just want to be that extra little bit cautious, mate. You'd be grateful for it, because it's better to be a little bit too cautious than not enough and having your front door being kicked off. You know what I'm saying, mate?
Yeah.
So yeah, get that shit done. Add the extractor, add the carbon filter, and yeah, just sort it out, man. And then you'll get the peace of mind then as well. You know, because if you don't do it, you'll be sitting there fretting as well, like, oh shit, man, this guy's gonna smell the shit. But if you put the extra filter on, you're gonna be like, there's no way he's smelling this. I'm good. That's something you can't pay for. That peace of mind. So bear that in mind, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything to add to this one, Billy? You haven't said much here. You got anything to add to that one?
No, about right. You covered most of it, really, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm happy there.
Sweet. So Free Nugs asks here, and this is one which I answered in the forum, but he wants the panel discussion to discuss it as well, because my opinion clearly isn't fucking good enough, is it, Free Nugs? Fuck.
We can't blame him, really, can you? It's your opinion.
Right.
He's just crowdsourcing some other chatter about it.
Right.
It's fine.
It's all right. I control him. He can handle it. He said, when you have pest problems late in flower, is it okay to wash buds and still dry and cure? Does it depend on the pest and how much of an infestation you have? So I've grown three
I'd ask John this
autos.
more, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah, you just not yet. Let him just brace himself before we ask him.
Oh, sorry.
Because he has to mentally prepare himself for this.
Listen,
Okay.
I got my drink here. We're gonna be okay.
I finished the question here. So I've been growing 3 autos, and every time I get close to flower, the leaves start yellowing to me. Is that a second question?
That's
All right,
the second
then.
question.
That's the second question from Freenox. I thought it was all going to be a bulk one. Okay, so we're talking about washing buds if you've had bugs. Anybody washed
Yes.
buds before?
Yes.
Yes. What are you
Just
saying,
did it
John?
the other day.
Oh, sweet. Why did you do that?
Just because it's outdoor. Clean it off a little bit.
Oh, no
Dust
bugs on
and
it?
such.
No?
No, not this year. Woo!
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're
Outdoor
on
was
that huge
beautiful
harvest
this year.
as well.
Man, I was so happy
Yeah.
this year that we didn't have no bugs. We had a million, quote, air quotes, ladybug Asian beetles in our greenhouse, and I think
Right.
that's why we didn't have any bugs.
Yeah, that kept
Oh.
them down for sure. Mhm.
Yeah. But we do it anyways. You know, we still wash them just to get a little bit of dust off them that is on there.
Yeah, road shit. You know, if you by a road, and all the stuff from
Yeah.
the tires get kicked off into the air, go on the
Mhm.
crops, heavy metals get in it. So it's a good idea to
Yeah.
wash, even if you haven't had bugs. If you're growing in an environment where there's loads of dust,
Yeah.
and shit like that, yeah, wash
Don't
the
want to be
buds, man.
smoking that shit.
And people are like, oh, does it damage the trichomes? I mean, it rains on these cannabis plants. It doesn't damage the trichomes.
Right.
It's essentially the same thing. So don't be too concerned about that shit.
No.
No. So what's your process there, John? When you washed it, what did you do?
Cut her down, trim her up a little bit into I use a tote. I use totes, but into a tote of peroxide water, like
Okay.
a bottle to, I don't know, 8 gallons maybe or something. And then another tote of just clean water. So probably about, I don't know, 10 at the most, maybe 20 seconds, kind of swishing them back and forth in there. Flipping them over, inside of there, just rinsing them off good, and then lay them out to dry a little bit before I hang them.
Yeah, because you don't want big droplets on it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, and we shake the piss out of the stem. Take the whole branch and just shake it, man, and then we lay it over like a grate or something, and let it dry as much as possible before we hang it. So there's not very much extra moisture going into the room.
And that can be done with pretty much, if you had any bugs. This is spider mites, aphids, thrips, any kind of shit like that. And even if you've had them and got rid of them, still wash your buds because it's going to have the poop on it. You know what I mean? And like jizz and things like that. You don't want that on your plants.
So spider mites is probably the hardest one to get the stuff off of your plant, especially if you've had it really, like if you've had an infestation of spider mites in flower, you're probably not saving that bud. Like it's probably completely webbed
like
out.
a firework. Pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop, pop, pop,
yeah.
pop, pop.
So, but if you had it a little bit and you got them under control and got rid of them, sure, wash them for sure. But yeah, an infestation for spider mites, I don't think you're getting rid of them.
Just make hash with that. The hash will be all right. But fucking hell.
Yep.
But wash your buds if you think that the buds are dirty and washing would be a benefit. Then do it. You know, I know it seems fucking weird to be like wash them, but yeah, really, you get a lot of dirt off. You get a lot of grit off, man. Lots of debris, but you didn't even know was there until you decided to wash it. And it's easy to do. It takes a little bit longer. If you've got a fucking huge harvest, then maybe don't.
Which we did.
You know, it takes longer.
Yeah,
Man,
the first 2 plants were 3.5 hours.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Oh well, you only have to do it once, just over and over again.
Once a year, I can deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no big deal.
So yes, mate. Wash there's lots of guides on how to wash, lots of different ways to do it. So just find which way suits you best. And like I don't use the whole peroxide thing. I go with lemon juice.
Yeah, lemon juice too.
Yeah. Because I like to use the natural shit. You know, some lemon juice and baking soda, and then you clean them in there, and then just then I'd have 2 buckets. One is warm, so it can just clean everything off and clean off the baking soda and the lemon juice if that's on it. And then just one more to rinse it again after that, just to make sure everything is off it before it gets on. Yeah. But the first bucket has got the lemon juice and the baking soda in. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yep. Do it. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Nice clean smoke. For your second question here, so I have been growing 3 autos, and every time I get closer to flower, the leaves start to yellow on me. They shouldn't be on you. You should be on the plant. If you picked them up and put them on yourself, that's probably why they're going yellow. Do you think I need to feed a little bit more nitrogen before stopping the N before the flower? What do you guys do when you feed your autos? It's not just the N. Yeah, I mean, if it's in flower, it's probably not lacking nitrogen. Like I said before, you should cut out nitrogen quite a bit in the flowering period. But the leaves go yellow at the bottom because it's lacking in a mobile nutrient, and that's going to be NPK. You know, the nitrogen, potassium, or the phosphorus. You're not sure which one it is. It's just that those are mobile nutrients. So if the plant needs either of those, it's going to take it from the leaves at the bottom where it's needed less to be used for the new shit that's being grown. So if you're in flower, it's probably the P and K that you're lacking in. So you want to add more PK rather than nitrogen. You know, the nitrogen, I don't know, the nitrogen would start off going yellow at the bottom, but the plant would look overall pale before it started to get to that point. So I would say you're far more likely in flower to be the potassium and phosphorus you're lacking in rather than nitrogen. What would you say, John?
Well, but he says as he gets closer to flower.
Oh, right.
So
yeah.
Is he in? He must be in veg.
Yeah.
So then, I mean,
so if he's in veg, then it's probably nitrogen. Yeah.
I mean, I would have to see pictures. Like, I feel like if it's just a couple doing it, like your plant's growing and it's just eating that one leaf up. You know what I mean? If the rest of it looks good and just like 1 or 2 or 3 leaves are going yellow, I don't know if it would be a lack of nitrogen, really. Do you think?
I would be skeptical. I would, before you even get to that point, the lower leaves are gone. They're removed anyway. You know, you do a bit of topping, a bit of cleaning up. So don't have leaves at the bottom of the plant like that. So they don't usually go yellow. So I wouldn't know.
Especially the ones coming right off the main stem. Mine usually go yellow and die off, and I just pull them anyways. You know what I mean? Yeah. In veg.
Yeah, so, but I mean they're the really small leaves, though. You're not talking about leaves coming off stems, right?
No, I'm talking about like the main stem.
Yeah, them tiny little ones at the bottom. Yeah,
no. I'm talking bigger ones. Bigger. So coming off the main stem, right as your first branches are coming off, not your first, but as your branches are coming off, I'll get those inner leaves that are right coming off the stem that will yellow sometimes and just fall off because it's just they used it up. It's not getting any light. It's like whatever, but the rest of the plant looks completely fine.
Yeah, well, just don't worry about it too much if the rest of the plant looks fine.
Right. Well, that's what I'm wondering about his. You know,
but if I see any yellow leaves, I will try and figure out why, and probably feed more if that was what was necessary. And I think that might be necessary here, especially as it gets into flower. Sure. You want to make sure it has everything it needs at that stage, because that's where it's building all these leaves and all these stems to make sure it can support a nicely flowering plant later on. So yeah, probably more nitrogen. You check the EC and the pH if you can. And that'll give you some kind of idea what's going on.
Another thought is if you dried it out too fast or like let it dry out too much, that'll do that to leaves too.
Yeah, so show us some pictures, man, and give us more information on the grow
for
over
sure.
at Percy'sGrowRoom.com, and we'll be able to tell you more about that, get you back on track. Because, we don't know what medium or any of that kind of shit you're working with either. But yeah, it's going to be easy to solve.
Ah, shoot.
At least it's only the few bottom ones. It's not the whole plant, you know what I mean? So it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's fixable. But that's all the list of mail questions we have. Yeah, that's it. Just don't stress. You find people react quickly sometimes and fuck things up even more. So it's better not to stress. Unless it's bud rot, it's not going to happen too quickly. So, you got 24 hours to figure it out and properly diagnose and treat it. Don't rush into it.
Right.
Sweet. Hello, I'll check my grow diary. It says 3 nugs. Jesus, bro. You know how many posts I have to look at every day? Send me links.
Listen, I got to go in and find out which one it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? God damn. You know how many diaries are over there, 3 nugs? Gosh.
I was just going over to look too. I was like, where is it?
Send link,
find
bro.
it
Send
quick.
link. Yeah, but he said he'll tag us, guys, so we'll find it. But that's it for the grow guides, I think. Are we good to go? To the outro?
Yeah.
Let's
do
Good,
it.
Billy? Billy's good?
Cue it, lady.
Let's go.
Get out.
Well, 20 past 11. We won't be running it this late next week.
Okay.
Still going to have
No.
time at the end of the evening next week. It's going to be weird. It's going to be strange. It's always strange. We have a week off and it's Sunday and I'm like, sure, I'm supposed to be doing something now. It's always a weird feeling when I got Sundays off on the evenings because we don't do that often either. So it's going to be strange. It's going to take some adjustment. But just as a reminder, everybody, we're gonna be streaming 3 hours earlier than usual from next week and the foreseeable future. I'm gonna end this poll. Let's see what happened in the poll here, everybody. Okay, are you looking forward to the new show times next week? 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. I don't mind was question 1, got 43%. That's what got the most votes. And then the second one was yes, earlier is better for me. That was 38%. Damn, that adds up to a good 21, 89%. What is it? 79%. Can't do maths right now. I'm trying. 73, 81%. There we go. Right, 81%.
Wouldn't it be easier just to do the
positive.
19 and think, oh yeah, it's 81 left?
Yeah, I did that at the end there, Billy.
Yeah.
Don't tell people how the methods work.
Oh, right, sorry.
It's spoiling it. It's spoiling it, bro. Now everybody's got to know how to do maths. That's not what we want. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
Not
get back to it.
educational, Good point.
Gosh.
Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. You think we're school? We ain't school. God. No, I will miss the show now. That's 19, essentially 20% of people, which is shit, man. That's 1 in 5 of the viewers. That's lame.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, but most of them are Australian, so who really gives a fuck about them? Like,
Yeah, right. Vikings freaking out now. What did he fucking say?
Yeah, we say can.
I love the Australians. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's sad that 20% of people can't make it next time. But, it just is really getting too late for us to be streaming. I mean, I've got to be out early and I've got to be up and out of the house like 7, half 7 tomorrow. That's already not enough sleep from now. You know what I mean? So, what can you do?
Yeah, and when you want to take mushrooms, it gets late this time of night.
You know what I mean?
It does.
And then being a 76 make you drowsy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Boy.
But it's been fun doing it late all
Yeah.
the time like this, everybody.
Yeah,
And I'm sure it's
it has
still going
been.
to be
Cheers for
fun
joining us. So.
the next time.
It's
Still
dark
fun.
out.
Yeah, just be
That's
3
it
hours
as well.
earlier. Yeah.
So many fucking UK listeners as well that also sit here until this time of night with us. We appreciate you guys, and we appreciate the guys who go to bed early as well. Thanks everybody for being here and for liking and subscribing and sharing and just participating in the chat as well and in
Giving
the
us
comments.
shit.
Yeah. Legends, just here every week. So many people. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on Sunday. Same time. No,
course.
not same time. But
Yeah.
same place.
Next week.
All
Same
right.
place.
Right.
Yeah.
Different time, same place.
That's
Holy.
right. Different times. So with that, everybody, let's wave, and we'll see
waving.
you on.
Bye.
Oh, don't forget 420 news
Oh.
Tuesday. Okay. See you then, everybody.
That's with a C.
Yeah. With CH Tuesday, governor.
Tuesday.
Goodbye, everybody. Everybody wave.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hasta luego.